Hello, everyone, and welcome to another collector's figure. And with me, as always, is Blue Tattoo Michael Elliott, big collector. And we are here to talk about some Hot Toys announcements and releases, a few other things from Figure Talk. I'm not sure if we'll bring up the Oscars tonight. I don't know, maybe.
Oh, look at Lou.
There we go. The first person in the drive-by.
Mhm.
But then after that, we got our Spider-Man ranking today, so
They're talking
Um,
all over the
we'll
host.
be doing that. As we always start out, did anybody get anything new this week?
Nope.
It's like, anybody want to go first?
Waiting on Ahsoka
Nice.
and also my Darth Maul that's coming.
Nice.
Clone Wars. Well, I just got a preparing to ship notice for the new Harley Quinn. So
Nice.
Man, you're getting a figure every day practically.
now that'll be like another week before I get her, probably because it's coming from
Okay.
Sideshow.
All right.
Yeah, Toys Wonderland is still holding my stuff for 7 days before they ship it out. So.
Get on Toys Wonderland. They keep this up. They'll be doing one of those out of business sales, going out of business.
Yeah.
I still can get my stuff faster from Toys Wonderland than I do a Sideshow. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I grabbed a little something. Let's see here.
Oh, nice. Punisher War Machine here tomorrow. Nice.
hell yeah.
I'm gonna jump my camera here, guys. Let's see.
Yeah. Nice. I'm still waiting on my
Yeah.
figures too.
So I picked up Hoth Han a couple of days ago.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm putting together just a little dio for him. I got, and I found, you see the backing behind Bespin Han back there.
Mhm.
See that wall? That I'm gonna work this out so that light reflects through those little pill-shaped things on the wall, so it looks more like one of the walls in on one of the ships.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I found that at a Dollar Tree, and it illuminates from the back. So so I'm trying to give you the illusion that he's inside on a ship in a hallway, and he's just shot a stormtrooper. And then this will be. I'm going to get some artificial snow and put it down around Hoth Han's feet. So I'm going to give that a little snowy look, like he's outside. So it'll be two different looks for Luke on one little display. And that coffee table book is awesome. It's huge. It's a full anthology of Han Solo from New Hope all the way up to Solo, a Star Wars story. So, yeah.
Nice.
And coming soon, my other dial, but coming soon. Yeah. Oh, let me. I keep forgetting. I have to change it. Not here.
Blue, I muted you real quick because the clicking sound's back.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, what the hell?
It's gone. It's gone again now.
It's weird. It comes and goes.
Almost periodical. It comes in when it wants to, I guess.
Right? What the heck is going on?
Toys Wonderland holding toys for ransom. Yeah.
Yeah, they certainly seem to be.
Well, they'll be in trouble if they're holding Liam Neeson's toys for ransom.
Well, it just sucks because when you're on a payment plan, when you got with them, you gotta email them like right away, like, hey, send my figure out because I ordered first wave or whatever.
Yeah.
Or even if I'm sure it's the same thing for second wave too, but
Man, all of these companies are living off of these pre-orders. They're living off of this stuff, collecting interest.
yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Business is business.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it sucks. I mean, we're still working on Robert Meyer Burnett, and then I got Gambit. I'm gonna do a showcase instead of a review on him. Do some poses. Yep. And then, yeah. Then I got my.
Forward to that Mysterio painting.
Oh, yep. Tomorrow morning. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yep. Going live for about an hour or so. As long as the kids don't interrupt too much.
What's going on?
Oh, I'm going to start painting that Mysterio head sculpt. This guy right here.
Oh,
Jake Gyllenhaal.
dude, can we get a close up? Awesome.
There we go.
Oh, that's Jake, all right. Oh, dude.
Yeah,
Here's
it's a
the.
great sculpt. It just needs to be painted better, I think.
And then here's the Hot Toys painted one.
Okay. So you're gonna be painting the other one live?
Yeah, I'll be starting it live for sure.
All right.
Tomorrow morning.
About what time you popping on? You know yet?
It'll be noon your time.
Okay. Well, I'll be checking it out.
Kickstarter.
That's how I first. That's how I got on your show. You know, I jumped on
PG.
KJ Smell. Yeah, I jumped on one of your lives when you were working on Robert, I think.
Oh, yeah.
The first time, yeah.
Well, that was a Robert Myron Burnett one, wasn't it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's so weird that clicking sounds comes back and forth.
Yeah, man. It's loud too. And now it stopped.
Oh, I muted him.
Oh, you muted him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had to mute it while you were talking too. So
I think you might have to reboot, man. Come out and literally come back in.
Maybe or get a freaking headset here.
New headset.
Yeah. Because I don't think that's gonna stop. Whatever it may require.
Well, while Blue's doing his technical stuff, I'm gonna grab this screen share pump.
Whose hamster is going loco?
Yeah, it sounds like a hamster wheel for sure. Chrome tag. Facebook.
Why don't you go ahead and mute it?
Yeah, hang on. Where'd it go? Things are disappearing on me.
It's really bad. Really.
All right, where was I? Screen share.
Wow, and it's really quiet. So I think there's
share the
more.
screen.
I think
So
there's
Talk again.
It's still there.
Clicking's gone.
Clicking's gone.
Hopefully that works.
Yeah.
Where the hell? Get rid of that. That was Mr. Big Collector texting me back there. All right.
I can't see big. Oh, there's the comment. Yeah.
Oh, let's do it differently then. Let's
that's cool. That's cool. Great.
Like,
yeah. Oh, yeah. You remember that logo?
that's funny. That must be the headset then.
Yeah.
We'll find out very shortly if it comes back.
And what card is it, Loco Lou? It's the Joker. Okay. Listen, guys. I'm not going to take an L on this one. I said that they weren't going to release anything more from Boba Fett. And in a way, I'm still right because, wait a minute, this is from the Mandalorian episode of Boba Fett.
True.
Doesn't count.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't count.
Well, the weird thing about it is that they announced or they showcased their quarter scale Boba Fett. And in the comments, they said, in the meantime of waiting for the next figure release from the Book of Boba Fett, here's a video of that's Hot Toys. Yeah, I can go back.
And is this the video they showed?
No, the video was for the quarter scale Boba Fett.
Oh,
And it says, while preparing
go.
for the next chapter or character figure from the Book of Boba Fett collection that will be
okay.
coming up shortly, here's the Boba Fett quarter scale. So they were saying, hey, we got another Book of Boba Fett figure coming. So
Mhm.
that has all of us thinking, Chrysanthemum, Cad Bane,
Cad Bane? Yeah.
and we get this guy.
They need to quit messing around and just do that.
Oh, so this was their answer. Is that what you're saying?
This
That's right
was
here,
their answer.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, you know, listen. If when you guys get that the Joker from Queen Studio,
Yeah.
if that turns out to be just the bomb killer, you open that thing up and it looks like the photos.
Mhm.
Hot Toys needs to take an L.
Mhm.
Queen got them. Queen
Yeah.
got them good, and their response was this. Their response is, I guess, or some people would call it a reissue. That this is actually the KS2
Oh, K2SO, yeah.
or K2SO, whatever. But it's just like repainted. And is that
Yeah,
is
it's
that is that correct?
Droid. That's what it is. It's not a reissue of K2SO. It's just the same droid, just painted differently from the Book of Boba Fett and that apocalyptic Mandalorian, a Mandalore setting.
Mhm.
Turn the planet.
And see, this is a good way to kind of pacify you for a little while, because they know that people like droids. They know people are going to buy them by the truckloads. They're not going to just buy one. They're going to buy 3, 4, 5.
Oh yeah, we get 2 of these guys.
This is to kind of gloss over. They're trying to. But the thing is that introduction by Queen Studios made such a big hit.
Mm-hmm.
This does not even come close to overshadowing it.
No.
And if they, people want to complain about this K2SO, because they will make another K2SO as soon as that Andor series shows K2SO, they're for sure going to do a reissue of that. And who knows? Maybe he'll have more accessories after he meets Andor.
Yeah.
Is it me or is that the Joker stance? From behind.
It is too.
Well, what do you guys think about the release?
I'm,
Do you think it was a half-handed attempt to try and hey, we're still here, but
I'm happy about it. I can't wait to own these this droid, the KX Enforcer. I think it's cool as hell.
Mhm.
And
What
smart
about you, Big?
because they already have the molds.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Big?
I mean, it's okay. I mean, I kind of expected this.
Did you?
Now, what they could be doing is releasing or announcing this just so they can finish up, I guess, working on other figures or other, I guess, big figures from the Boba Fett line, like the Chrysanthemum or maybe the guy with the hat or that sheriff. So, I mean, it's not a bad release, but I guess it didn't really surprise me.
All
And I'll
right.
probably pick it up maybe.
If you think about it,
Okay.
they're not responding to Queen Studios. Hot Toys knows they're the king. Yeah, that's true. That's why people who missed out will get this, and also Army Buildies.
Mhm.
That's
Yep, very true. While I was happy to see this figure come out again, it wasn't the figure I wanted or was expecting. I was expecting either one or the other, either Cad Bane or a Chrysanthemum from the Book of Boba Fett, because I really don't see this as a character from the Book of Boba Fett because he was only in there for like 30 seconds.
Mhm.
So, again, I would have rather seen someone, even if they were like to drop, what's his face?
One of
Could
those
be.
gang
The
guys
sheriff. The
from the
sheriff.
speed.
Oh,
I
okay,
can't remember his name.
Yeah, I know, because Cad Bane and Bane, the
Oh.
other guy has the same name, kind of name. Who knows?
Cobb
Cobb Vanth. Thank you. Yeah.
There you go. Cobb Vanth. Yeah.
That would have been way cooler.
what about
K2SO is not going to be in the new show, so said the voice actor.
Yeah. Yeah. So I
But
mean,
yeah.
A, he could be lying and he could be in the show, or B, he might even be in this season, but he will more than likely be in the second one.
Yeah, you could
They are
be
having
Andrew
like 3,
Garfield in
4
this right now.
seasons of Andor.
It could be. We shall see.
Yeah.
They said they have a 3, 4 season arc anyway.
Mm.
Who knows how popular the show will be?
But, yeah, right. It's painted very well. I mean, I like it a lot. I'm definitely going to pick at least 2 of them up because
Oh,
with
it looks great.
with
Yeah.
droids or even troopers, you rule of thumb is 2.
Yeah.
If you can afford it. But,
Yeah.
And this
Right now
guy's
it's
what,
like 285.
285.
Who makes the rules? Rule of thumb.
Rule of thumb. I don't know. It's just it
The
floats
great-
out there.
The great 6-scale gods say you must only
See,
buy droids.
This 2.
Some people tell to say that too. You're wimping out. You should.
Yeah.
You
2
go,
would
if
be
you
cool.
go,
3 would be ideal, I think.
well, some people don't even think 2 is cool. Some people say you got to go 3 if you're gonna army build.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some
Three
people
at a-
do.
3 at a time.
You got to go
Hey,
6 of them.
How many people?
6 or 7.
How many people bought like at least 12 of the 501st? You know, that was
I
crazy
didn't make.
right there.
I didn't make the rules. This is not Marvel.
Mhm.
I'm
No,
not
it's not
sure. Well, he could explain that when he comes up. I'm not sure. I don't understand that one.
Oh, but yeah, I'll definitely be
That
picking one of
weathering,
these guys up.
that weathering is just superb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Star
lighting's
Wars, I
good.
believe, it's more transparent.
Hmm.
That weathering
Oh,
is just
referring to K2SO coming out.
Oh, I got
No,
you.
I hope he does. I hope he comes in. But yeah, it does. It's just if you're going based off of what Alan Tudyk has said, he's not in this show.
See, even Logan Lou says 3. Is it 3?
And who knows? They can show up in the finale or the second to last episode, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
And yeah,
What do you guys think of the base? It's not a sand base.
yeah. He doesn't have. There's no footmarks in it. So
now people are speculating: is it magnetic or not?
Maybe.
hopefully, because his legs, I believe, in the original are metal to help balance that big upper body.
Mm-hmm.
So
Did,
hopefully.
did,
But you can
did
position
they
that.
use it? Did they use it on the K2?
Okay.
The first release?
I believe so. Yeah.
They had a magnetic base.
Magnetic base, no, but the metal legs.
Yeah, metal legs.
Oh.
Yeah. Just to kind of
Is that diecast?
counterweight.
Diecast,
Possibly.
yeah.
They didn't even when they first released the K2SO, they didn't even mention that there was metal in his legs.
Hmm.
They just put it in there to help balance his upper body.
Local Lou, I'm getting 4.
Yeah.
All
We're
right,
gonna
bro.
repaint the K2SO, and
I ain't hating, man.
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
yeah,
Do it.
I'll only be getting 2.
The base is from Iron Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah.
And that's cool. I mean, well, not really, but I mean, as long as they have the mold, who knows? They could change it up and hopefully make it better. They got a year and a half
285.
from the 107, 106 that they haven't released yet.
Maybe it's the jack on your microphones.
Yeah, the good ship putt came back.
Enhanced articulations on waist, it says on Sideshow. 30 points of articulation. 1 pair of hands with fully articulated fingers. Specially applied matte black and gray colored painting on the body with subtle weathering effects. Separate eye-rolling eyeball system. Oh,
There
interesting.
you go.
Yeah, that's cool.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
If they're not on, you can't even tell. So
Authentic and detailed. It doesn't say anything about nothing about metal.
Magnetic base or anything.
A specially designed Rocky themed diorama figure base. That thing doesn't scream Sylvester Stallone at all. I don't know where he gets Rocky themed. Yeah. Nothing. Yeah, nothing about magnets or anything like that. But,
That's cool Mandalorian helmet too.
yeah.
So yeah, it appears that folks are welcoming this, but it's not like, wow, this is great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm not angry like some people were, but
Were they angry because it wasn't? Well, listen, as far as I'm concerned, it should have been a black person,
for sure. Or Cad Bane. They should have been something to
or Cad Bane. Yeah.
a smart business move. And here's why they are king. People will buy this and stack up.
Oh, yeah, for
Forced to
sure.
buy 2 rooted jokers, just own it.
It's true.
I got a question for you guys. Let's say Hot Toys drops a Joker tonight, rooted hair. I don't know what kind of accessories he would have. It's got rooted hair, 320.
Oof.
Do you cancel your order with Queen? 350 rooted hair.
I would say no, and here's why. Because Queens is about to be released towards the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if they announced a rooted hair Joker right now, we probably wouldn't see that thing till 2024. So definitely wouldn't cancel the Queens because you're going to be waiting forever for that Joker anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing is, if you already bought it, you might as well stay in because even if it is a piece of crap, even if it comes out and it is a piece of crap, and then they end up freaking stopping in art, which I don't think they will.
No.
You can still say that you have Queen Studios' first 6-scale figure.
Yeah, and that was a hefty non-refundable. So
$100. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is why.
Yeah.
I don't care how comfortable and how great you say that Hot Toys is. I'm not talking about from a customer point of view.
Mm-hmm.
From a marketing, promotional, and sales point of view, Queen gut punched Hot Toys big time. Because irregardless of what they do now in response, Queen's won.
Mm-hmm.
Queen won.
Yeah.
So once again, however you want to take it, that was a fantastic move by Queen. It really was. And I'm just talking about from the other side of it, and not a consumer. That was a huge, huge advantage. Right, exactly. It wouldn't be smart. That's what I'm saying. All of those moves that Queen made, they took that money from Hot Toys. They just snatched it right out of their mouths, man. Because nobody's going to go back. You'd be stupid to go back on that order.
Yeah. And
Plus,
Queen is going to play it smart for now. They're going to get those older licenses, knock it out the park.
Yeah.
Big, I don't remember. Did you order the Joker? Are you getting a Queen Studios Joker?
Yep. Yeah, rooted hair pack. Yep.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. I remember Big Collector said he's going for the 2-pack. That's all I'm talking about. I'm not saying that Queen Studios is going to come in and just dominate the market or anybody. I understand Hot Toys' legacy and where they are, but all we're not talking about, oh my God, they're going to destroy them. But from a business point of view, that was a major move. Major move. And if you don't think it did, it sent a message to Hot Toys, you're crazy. You're crazy.
And I'm very curious to see how much, because they're not going to be doing 2-packs forever. I am curious to see how their singles, if they stay in that, what was it 290 they were charging for that single.
Yeah.
I'm curious if they'll stay in that range, because if they do stay in that range, then yeah,
I think it was
Hot
360.
Toys is gonna excuse me, Hot Toys will be in trouble, especially if they're making the same figures.
Yeah. Because they could release. I mean, they could have a 2-pack. They could have like if they make an Iron Man or something like that. They could have Iron Man and a Tony Stark with rooted hair, in a suit, or a tux, or something like that.
Plus, the good thing about what Queen is doing is that they are totally designating a department strictly for 6 scale, as opposed to bringing it in house and then having others in house trying to do everything. It's just a smart business decision to make sure you separate the two, keep them intact, but separate the two so you can maximize. And then they said, the gentleman John, didn't they say that the folks that are working in the 6 scale division, they're all, from the 6 scale world. They've got experience.
Collectors, yeah.
Yes, I mean,
Artists.
come on. I think Queen did, and it probably did some pretty good homework, and he probably got some guys on that team that are just, yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, that was Hot Toys announcement. Now we got some blogger photos to check out.
Oh, by the way, so that was a reveal. That wasn't a pre-order, right?
Yeah, just an
It was a
announcement.
pre-order. Well, it's pre-order.
Wait a minute. Now, are reveals and pre-orders the same, or can you have a reveal and then have a pre-order?
Well, they reveal it and then you pre-order it, but it's pretty much all in the same
Yeah,
category.
So it's up for pre-order now, correct?
Yeah, it's on Sideshow. Yeah.
Okay.
$285.
And you guys have already put down you.
No, yeah, I'll wait for that.
It's gonna be it's not gonna sell out, right?
No.
Yeah.
Not anytime soon. They'll make a crap ton of them things.
Well, we probably got a while to wait, anyways.
And Toys Wonderland will hold on to them for like 3 years. So.
Well, hopefully, Toys Wonderland will end up having a deal with it, like they do with the Shore Troopers. That'd be nice.
Yeah, it'd be even better if they can bring PayPal back.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice too. But yeah, Darth Maul, Clone Wars Darth Maul.
Hey,
just released it. Now shipping from overseas.
Okay.
Yeah,
I dig Darth Maul. He's my favorite Sith. Although, once again, I don't have enough knowledge of all the Siths there ever were. But as far as all the Siths that I know, he's my favorite.
Yeah, he's awesome.
I mean, there's just nothing like that. That scene in Phantom Menace, it broke my heart because Qui-Gon Jinn is my favorite Jedi. That scene broke my heart. But man, you can't, regardless of what you feel about the prequels, that is probably still the best fight scene in any Star Wars movie. I don't care what anybody says. That's
no, I agree with you.
Because it didn't just come with great, swordsmanship. It was the choreography. It was just a great moment of pure intensity.
Yep, that was badass.
Yeah, I don't have this guy coming yet, but he will be coming soon. As soon as I get another couple of other figures paid off. So.
Yep. Yeah, no, that's another one that won't probably sell out for a long time.
It's got to be like your microphone jack or something that's looser. What is that?
Yeah, because I think and it goes. It's weird how it just goes away.
Well, I just muted him.
Oh, okay, got you. Big collector.
There, it went away.
Which is this going? So is this up for pre-order? Who is this?
This has
from?
been on pre-order.
Is this Hot Toys?
This is Hot Toys. Yep, these are blogger photos. He is available to purchase, and he will be shipping soon. If you haven't already ordered them from overseas, which he should be shipping now.
You getting them big?
Oh yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, I got to get that Darth Maul.
Mm-hmm.
See,
Man,
I don't know if I like this, like with this shirt off and everything. It just looks
I was
weird
just
in this picture.
I was getting ready to make that comment.
I think it's that neck that's what's really throwing me off. How
He's too
long the
wide.
neck is.
He's too thin.
That's what it is.
Well, no, he doesn't look too thin.
Well, if you watch, Clone
angle.
Wars, he was pretty thin.
He's very similar
He's a
to
very
Clone Wars.
slender guy.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't look bad there. It just looked like his. Oh, it looked like his forearm in that one picture was just.
Mm-hmm.
That looks badass. I really like that. I like that picture.
And the terrible part is that it's only single jointed elbows.
Hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, they could have done that with
Okay.
double
Is
jointed.
is his arms really that small?
I know why they did it.
Why he did what?
Yeah. It's probably the singles because of this photo right here.
Hmm.
They're probably thinking people are gonna like pose them like this, but
Yeah.
this looks weird to me if I was gonna pose that in my display.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Yep.
know.
But I do still prefer that over seamless.
Maybe shorten the neck a little bit.
Yeah, I
That
agree.
Weird.
Yeah, he's bordering a giraffe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too long.
Yeah. If it was just down just a little bit, I think it'd look a lot better. Oh, there's even like detail right there.
I gave him a hairy chest. Yeah, I like the tattoo work. The paint looks really good.
Yeah.
This looks like the same one they used for Solo, though.
Yeah, that's the same head sculpt as Solo. Sadly.
Applying or appealing?
I think he meant appealing. Yeah.
Visually appealing, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely I want this mall because I don't have one from Hot Toys yet. My mall's from Sideshow.
Okay.
And they did do a great job on that sculpt.
They did. I like that.
On their second version.
Well, their second version.
Yeah,
The
that
one
first one was. Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad. Very early days in the
Mhm.
in the toy in 6-scale making, though. So I can't fault them too bad. They're not the price they were back then, as they are now.
Yeah.
But yeah, companion piece for Ahsoka,
For sure, yeah. And
and you get
that's
this.
sarcophagus. Yeah. That'd be cool. Just put a red light in there or something. Or...
So is that like
I would put Pennywise in there. That would be kind of cool.
What do you say, Big? Big said something.
So is that like the Hot Toys box, or is that just something like a cardboard?
I think so. Yeah, I think it's just cardboard, but pretty dope.
Okay.
But yeah,
That looks funny though.
because
Yeah, it's weird. I'm trying.
They-
I'm making it out. Okay, I
Is
can
that
see it.
printed on the box, or did they?
yeah,
Is
it's the inside of the box because
Okay.
the outside of the box is shaped the same way as the sarcophagus.
I'm gonna say it looks like a coffin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what they transported in
There's
the,
a good
in the
pose.
show. Yeah.
Right. Hmm.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't know about this one.
Yep.
Well, that looks superimposed. All right.
Yeah, because they yeah.
Hmm.
Well, there it is. Without all the lighting effects.
Huh. All right.
If you put Pennywise in there, does Darth Maul go in the sewer?
I was just about to say that. I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
That
Put the mall
would-
head in the sewer.
Yeah.
That would be a baller move.
Yep.
Kenobi.
I mean, he looks kind of like it right here.
Yeah.
That would be out. Somebody needs to do that. Yeah.
I'll do it when I get it.
Will
I
probably
gotta buy
will.
penny
Yeah.
ones first.
Yeah. Hey, that's what the base is made for, right?
Mhm.
To show the accessories, and you can flavor up the thing, and you're actually doing a multiverse with it. You got Darth Maul in Derry, was it Derry, Indiana? Derry, wherever the
Dairy.
city.
Yeah.
What is that mythical city at? It's Connecticut, isn't it? Isn't it like East Derry, Vermont, or something like that?
Maine?
Is it
Was it Maine?
something like that? I know it's one of those
Oh.
East Coasts. It's Maine or
I think it was Maine.
Yeah, might be Maine.
Yeah, you might be right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is a nice looking one.
Yeah, definitely gonna pick this guy up. Really cool.
Because I've seen other malls and I didn't like their facial expression. He's got a nice, just intense, I'm gonna cut you up kind of look. Half naked, he's an alien. I can get past that long neck. Close to. That's true. You're right.
That one shot with his shirt off and him looking down at the camera, that was a cool shot. But if you could like slice off some of that neck, move his head down a little bit, it'd be badass.
Yeah,
I mean,
because that neck is just
Lou's got a
that
point.
neck is just destroying it right now.
He's really not get past the long neck. Yeah. In a lot of ways, I agree. It's almost like sometimes when the reviewers, like people are reviewing the figures, be it 12th scale, 6th scale, I don't care what scale it is. Some reviewers just don't take the time to really, because unboxings are I don't think they're fair reviews. I think there should be an unboxing and then a review. Because I think sometimes you need to have time with a figure, and I just find that a lot of times when I watch reviewers reviewing pieces, they'll point out stuff, and I go, if you hadn't said anything, I would have noticed it. It almost ruins the figure for me,
Mhm.
So sometimes I'm like, or I get a figure and I go, your review is like just so way off. You spent no time really, and it's frustrating because I'm finding that a greater percent of the reviewers they're just crap.
Mm-hmm. And there's not so bad. There doesn't seem terrible. Well, he's got clothes on.
I like that.
But you're-
nice staff hanging back by his waist. That looks pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or his sword, actually. His dual wields.
Yeah, it's cool.
Well, here is the Sideshow Mall.
Yeah.
See now, gotta admit,
Yeah, that's great.
I like that. I like the head sculpt more on this one.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, that head sculpt is much better. I like that head sculpt better.
Yeah, they captured Ray Park for sure in that.
Oh, that's much more menacing than the other one.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, the other one's nice, but I prefer that.
Yep.
And it was about.
I think the horns
what
are
was
bigger,
it?
too.
Yeah. I think it was
And his
about
neck ain't
maybe
too long.
$50 cheaper than the Hot Toys version.
You're kidding me.
No, at the time,
That's $50 cheaper.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like $210 when I bought them.
Hmm.
And then
Is
I
it
paid
still
an extra
available?
$75 for their first version, just so I could get the cloak because the one that I got was from the Battle of on Naboo,
Hmm.
and it didn't come with a cloak. So somebody on Facebook was selling the first Sideshow Mall, which I really didn't care about because that one came with the cloak, and that's all I really wanted, so I could recreate the desert scene when he came in and first attacked Qui-Gon.
So, how long ago did you buy that? Purchase it.
Whoosh, that was one of my early ones. I'd say, when did I get it? I think it was 2017 when I got them.
Okay, and so it's probably it's not out. It's not like available at retail at all anymore, right?
No. But I'm sure sure you can still find them at a decent price because everyone thinks Sideshows is crap. So the only issue is, I mean, the body still holds up fairly well.
What do you think of it?
Because I used them on that first Pose Wars that I was on.
Yeah.
There's some slight leg issues, but other than that, he still holds up pretty well. I mean,
yeah, I do.
That's what they're known for is bad legs. So
Yeah.
But yeah, I like this Maul very much. I was. That's why I don't have one from Hot Toys, is because I was content with this Maul.
And there's ways you can tighten the joints too. So
Yeah.
Really cool Maul.
Yeah, I do like that Sideshow head sculpt more than anything that the Hot Toys has done.
Yeah, unless it's a universally bad release, like everybody thinks it's just garbage. I think a lot of times the choice of a company or who you want to go with is really just personal taste. Because not everybody. Some people think a figure is garbage, and other people are like, no, this is great. So. No legs, but all legs. Ooh, what do we got here? Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Who you talking about? I'm not talking about you, man. I'm just giving you praises. Look at him.
Yeah, I had to get that. Yeah, really good figure. I was impressed. I also have Sideshow's R2D2. Because that was cheaper than Hot Toys as well.
Yeah, that's I like that head sculpt even more than the other one.
Yeah,
that is great.
Because Hot Toys a couple of years back they put out their Maul, the Assault on Naboo.
Here you go.
And it looked good. And they had a very expressive other head sculpt that wasn't great. I mean, it looked cool, but it wasn't Darth Maul, truly.
There's Ahsoka's head without a body.
Well, it's because I got to put the magnet back in.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh yeah, you're in the review, yeah.
We're in the laboratory of Dr. Frankenstein.
There's a magnet that sits here.
Dr. S-Beam.
And right there. I don't remember where the magnet went, but
she's alive.
A magnet needs to sit right there in that square.
Alive. Oh, S-Beam's got like those big electrodes and those big balls of energy in the room. He pulls one of the big levers down. Playing mad scientist when we're not around.
Sometimes it feels that way sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have to be a 6-scale game.
Yeah, that's right. Pick up your toy.
I was really disappointed when I saw another magnet fall off.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
Yeah,
you guys are using the wrong glue or something.
Same thing that happened to Zombie Deadpool.
Yeah. Plenty of Iron Man figures.
Oh, yeah.
Magnets.
Yeah.
They gotta what kind of glue are they using, man? These
Elmer's, probably. I don't know.
Yep. Something that dissolves quickly.
Hey, it's in there, right? Yep. Go ahead, ship it out then.
Just a dab.
That's it. At least up till now, they can still blame it on the fact that they're sitting in containers and the inside of them gets too hot, gets too cold. I can see where that could be an issue. But then after a while, you're going to have to go, hey, you guys are just not doing a good job of building these things.
Mhm.
That's all there is to it.
Yeah, definitely should have passed QC first.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure it did. It's just I don't think they're using the right glue sometimes.
Or probably not a lot. If they're in a hurry, they just dab it on and go and
Right.
it just falls off.
And then sometimes you're just lucky. Sometimes, everybody else can have a good figure. You just gotta, you gotta jank it.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta glue the damn
Yeah.
magnet back in there, and then everything's all good.
Yep. Well, another thing that happens this week is Moon Knight. What is it? Less than
I was going to say, when does
hours?
it
It's
come
hours
out?
away. It's less than a day away.
Is it tonight or Tuesday night?
Tuesday night.
Yeah.
It'll be 2 a.m. here, so 3 a.m. at your time.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be the first thing I watch in the morning after I wake up. I'm not going to be up at 3. But, yeah, okay.
So I was just curious everyone's anticipation level of Moon Knight after all the trailers that have dropped and what have you.
Trailers, yeah. Definitely nose at one point.
Not particularly excited. Not really. Because I'm not familiar enough with the character.
Mm-hmm.
2, I'm not a big Isaac Erickson, whatever his name. Oscar Isaac fan. So, I hope it's good, but now, people have been coming out and saying that it's not very good series. So we'll see. So yeah, my anticipation level is like down here.
Okay.
I always hope these things are good.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have any reason to be excited.
Yeah, all I've heard is good things. So I don't know.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Because over the past week or so, the leaks have been coming out about it, and folks are saying it's not very good. But we'll see.
Yeah.
We shall see.
Yeah, I'm excited for it too. And the Hot Toys.
And Hot Toys.
Now, I'll tell you that. Who's releasing the? Was that a statue of Moon Knight with the diorama where he's standing on a?
Oh, Iron Studios. Yep, 1/10. That looks awesome.
Once again, aesthetics really wouldn't move me. I like the aesthetics of Moon Knight. I like the outfit he wears and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If Marvel releases a Legends of it, I'll probably get it. But in general, I'm not. Like I said, I hope the show's good, but no vested interest.
How about you, big collector? You excited for this? Moon Knight.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I mean, we're getting to see a new character in this series of Marvel, so I'm pretty hyped about it. See how good a job Oscar does with this.
Hmm.
So, yeah. Also like his costumes too, so that's a big plus.
Yeah.
Although I liked him in Dune, I have to admit.
Oh.
Duke Leto. Yep. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, and speaking of Dune won so many awards last night on the Oscars.
Yeah. Dude. Nominated for 10, I think.
So many.
Was it 9 or 10, something like that?
Once and won 6. No, 6.
They won 6?
They won 6.
They won 4 off screen, and they must have won 2 more then.
Yes.
How is a shame because editing should have been televised, which is ridiculous because you can't make a movie without editing.
I know.
They also won one for the music too.
Yep, music, sound.
It's very rare that a science fiction. I mean, Lord of the Rings was a rarity. That was like I think 11 nominations or something like that.
Yeah.
I was so glad to see. I'm just glad that Dune has been a success, man. I am so happy to see it was a success.
Oh, best visual effects as well,
Yeah.
and production design.
Definitely.
That's what not count the long blonde here. That's I don't know him.
Which one? Ethan Hawke?
Was that? Oh, that was Ethan Hawke. Okay, I was gonna say, why do I know that face?
Mm-hmm.
It was Ethan Hawke.
Yeah, no one talking about who won. Only the Smack. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's
sadly.
pretty crazy. That smack.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Smack made across around the world.
I'm speechless.
Yeah, as was I. A freaking Big texted me last night. Hey, you watching the Oscars? I was like, no. I was like, what's going on? He's like, Will Smith just smacked Chris Rock. I was like, what? Oh,
I
I gotta go check this out, man.
because when I got up this morning, I went a little later on in the morning, go over to Instagram to I said, well, maybe I should tell SB I can come on tonight. And I saw Big Collector had Instagram me the day before. Hey, I'm like, I went, hey, Big Collector. I'm like, what was this for? Just out of the clear blue. Hey. Yes. Chris Rock just got slapped.
Sure did. I went crazy.
All right, back to the action. Well, what about you, SB? You looking forward to Moon Knight?
I'm looking forward to it. I'm only a few comics in.
Yeah.
So, like Big said, it's a new character and it should be pretty interesting. I like Oscar Isaac. So, I mean, he's a good actor overall. So it should be interesting to see what he can bring.
Is he really?
To you. I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
I guess.
Hopefully, it's a hell of a lot better than his first trip to Marvel, because that was really stupid. I wasn't expecting a Power Ranger villain as the X-Men's villain.
Yep. Hopefully, just kind of erase that.
Oh yeah.
Freaking Apocalypse. He played Apocalypse, and
Child Apocalypse.
Yeah, it was.
Dude, it's like you look like a Power Ranger villain, dude.
That movie.
Look like what's his name? Ivan Ooze.
First of all, he's too short.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where was the height?
I'm like, this is ridiculous. It was so bad, man.
Yeah, he should be like Thanos size or bigger.
Yes. Well, really, he is an Eternal.
Yeah.
You know that, right? The only thing that makes him not an Eternal was that Jack Kirby did a whole different. The Eternals, all those guys are really the same kind of universe. It's just that Jack Kirby created those two universes in two different under two different labels.
Yeah.
The Eternals, the New Gods is one I'm looking forward to. If they ever do it, that I would love.
I don't know if they'll ever do it. They were talking about it early on, but then it got scrapped. So we'll see what happens. Cause I think they were just getting like antsy because they heard about the Eternals and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do this."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, was it yesterday I watched? Yeah, yesterday I sat down and watched the first episode of Daredevil.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna stick with it. I was like, okay, all right, let's keep this going.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ask you to watch Iron Fist because that's just.
Oh no, I'm not even new. And once again, it was very
Cage is good. Jessica Jones is okay.
Mm-hmm. First season, second season went up.
I tried Luke Cage. I don't think I got beyond the first episode.
Oh, really? It gets
the
actually
thing that-
better later on, and
Yeah.
it gets
The
better.
thing that was turning me off to the TV superheroes, I guess, is because I was seeing a bunch of the CW crap. You know, that never really dove deep enough into the Netflix series of Marvel characters. So
Yeah, the Netflix ones were a lot more hardcore than the CW ones.
yeah, and also to hear though that they're kind of some of the series are really cool. Some of them just a waste of time. So it's kind of up and down.
Yeah, Iron Fist for laughs and cringe fest. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Because in that first season, what's his name? Finn Jones. He didn't want to train. So when he's doing like karate moves and Iron Fist moves,
oh, you mean like Robert Pattinson? Don't get me Blue. Don't get me started. Didn't want to train. What do you,
yeah, he
why
refused
you-
to. Yeah, so and you can tell that a lot of the times they use a stunt guy because
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The hair was just too still.
and they're sticking by him too. Iron Fist. If they took Matt Murdock back,
Oh no, they're not. Oh no, they're not.
yes, they are because they made a video about it. They had Charlie Cox as Daredevil,
Yeah.
Finn Jones Iron Fist. What's his name?
With the other ones, yeah, I know.
The other ones, yeah. They all made a video beforehand about Netflix the shows now being on Disney Plus.
Well, I thought.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Clark Gregg. That's what it.
Oh no, I'm saying that. Well, they're rebooting some of them, right?
Well, yeah, they're doing it.
Or are they just
kind of
showing?
a soft reboot, but they're probably keeping the same actors.
I didn't hear that Iron Fist was going to go. I heard that all of them, but I didn't hear anything. Well, okay.
Yeah, now they shouldn't have made that video then, because if they recast now, then
I don't know.
I hope they honestly I hope they recast Iron Fist. They should recast Iron Fist because that guy sucked. That's just
It's unfortunate too because, like I said, I read so many labels under Marvel, you know, and I collected and read Iron Fist. I remember when Iron Fist and Luke Cage teamed up. I used to read that. How do you mess up Iron Fist? I don't know how you mess that up.
Colleen Wing, she was the best part of that series.
Shake, rattle and roll. Yeah, we're going to shake, rattle and roll.
You guys catch the Halo episode on?
I thought about watching it because I saw the previews, and I'm saying to myself, "This looks bomb. This looks great. Visually, look awesome." But people are saying it's crappy. What do you think, Big? Because I started to watch it. I actually go ahead.
I just started watching it today, and it's actually not as bad as people are saying. It's got some. I think this. It's a little slow at the beginning, I think, but it starts gradually, I guess, getting better throughout the episode. So I'm hoping it's a good series. They continue it, but it's not as bad as people are saying it is.
No, I thought it was all right.
It's really good.
Did you see? When I'm hearing just all right, SB. You should be saying, "Hey, man,
it's only one episode." It was only one episode.
Oh, okay.
So
how many altogether?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm not even sure when it drops. Actually, or when the new ones are on. Do you know when the new ones are on, Big?
I watched the first 5 minutes of the very first one.
Give me 1 second.
I want to know what they're filming it in because I was watching it and I'm like, wow, the picture, the visuals are so clear.
Like 10 or 8. Or
Okay. They got to be
April.
filming it in 4K. I was like, wow.
Yeah, it does look good. April 1st is the next episode. What is that?
The only reason why I stopped after 5 minutes, it dawned on me. I went, Daredevil first. And I went, you're right. So I literally
Yeah, 10
I was 5
episodes.
minutes into Halo and I stopped and went to Daredevil
Okay.
because I'm going to wound up. You see, I need to prioritize my time in viewing it. If I'm going to devote it to Daredevil, I need to respect that.
Mm.
So I said, until I hear anything like really great about Halo, I'll let it go. But the preview, the trailers look like visually just wow.
Yeah, it looks really good. I'm not sure where they're taking it because I'm not familiar with Halo.
Yeah.
So, but I heard there was a bunch of fan service in it, which is a good thing from the fans of Halo that I know.
It's funny because I have one of the first figures that I bought when I came back into collecting was Master Sergeant.
Master Chief.
Master Chief always did. I've got it's a little shorter, smaller than Marvel Legends. It's about 5-inch figure.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Master Chief, the articulation is ridiculously great on those Halo figures.
Nice.
I never got around to getting a full 6-inch. I might do that of him. That might not even be 5. It might be 4 point. But that's it was a figure. I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. Maybe I'll invest in it. Then I hear about, I'm like, oh, this is Halo. Now I'm hearing that it was a game, and I'm getting more and more information about Halo.
Mm.
I'm like, okay, now they're doing it. Okay, this looks good too. Okay, so I'm just kind of like stepping along and discovering it, seeing if I should give it any kind of a chance as far as.
Well, I'm looking at some headlines for it now. It says Halo wishes it was The Mandalorian. The Halo TV series has absolutely no vibes. And then Halo sets global viewership record at Paramount Plus, so that's a good thing for them.
It's a super successful game, right? I mean, it's one of the biggest games ever.
Mm-hmm. I didn't hate it. I'm just curious where it goes. I mean, I'll continue. I'll watch episode 2. A lot of people have already watched the first 2 or 3 episodes, so their opinion's already obviously way different than ours because we've only seen the first. But yeah, I'm curious to see where it goes. I'll watch episode 2.
Yeah.
I just finished Raised by Wolves season 2. That one's all right. That was pretty good. That's an HBO Max series.
Mm.
Pretty good sci-fi. I need to catch up on that one that you keep mentioning.
Yeah, I as a matter of fact, I watched yesterday was quite a day. I watched the Daredevil first episode, and then I watched the final episode of Foundation. Love that.
Foundation.
Great, man. Really, really, really enjoyed that series. Yeah.
What were you saying, Big?
I don't know if you guys are into horror, but I did watch this series on Netflix. It's called Fear Street. I don't know if you guys heard of it or not. Let me tell you.
Yeah, I have.
It's dark. Once you get to the third movie, it's pretty dark. I thought it was actually pretty good though. The story was pretty good. I mean, I did have to kind of like rewatch a couple of little scenes in here and there because I didn't really fully understand it. But it's pretty good. Definitely scary though.
Nice.
I'm not. I used to be. I mean, I used to be into horror. I don't. I'm not into horror anymore unless like once in a while something will come out and it'll be an exception to the rule. Like you'll get the reviews like everybody across the board, even if you don't like horror, you'll love this. I'll check it out.
Mm-hmm.
But like when horror movies come out, I go, oh, I got to go to the theater to see it. Oh no, Creep show's out, I got to go. Or Revenge of the Dead. Oh, another down. Oh, I gotta go. No, I don't go out for horror anymore. But Like I said, unless it's an exception to the rule.
One show I wish that would have sticked around was freaking Lovecraft Country. See, that was a great show. I enjoyed that one thoroughly.
See, okay, for instance, Stranger Things, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of a nostalgic '80s bent, but it's horrific. Would that be considered horror or sci-fi?
Yeah, well, horror sci-fi, I guess.
I mean,
You could categorize it
kind
in
of
both if you really want to.
Because see that I have levels of what I accept. Like horror sci-fi to me is
Stranger
different
Things is
than
good.
horror sci-fi to me is different than horror. Like in other words,
Right.
slasher movies to me is different than something like Alien.
Oh yeah.
Alien is sci-fi horror.
Right.
I'm more apt to get into something like that than I am like a Freddy or Jason and that kind of stuff.
Rawhead Rex.
Yeah, I get no joy out of watching teenagers being slaughtered. It's just not entertaining to me. Doesn't entertain me at all. But that's
There
okay.
was a craze in the '80s, though, man. Shit. How many
Yeah, and I
movies like that
never
were-
got the very first Halloween.
like Vamp.
It's a classic. The very first Halloween is a sheer classic, man, and it was very scary. When I went to see it with friends, we were, and I give it a lot of respect. But no, I didn't want to see Halloween 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on and so forth. But it's an exception to the rule.
have you guys seen Yellowstone yet?
No.
No, it ain't gonna happen either, big. Unfortunately. Yeah, I hear it's great though.
Have you been watching?
Oh, it is.
Is it good?
Yeah, I've been watching a little bit of it. Yeah, it's actually getting really good. I'm surprised.
Nice.
It's more like a modern Western though, right? It's not like a Western in 1800. It's like a modern Western.
Yeah. It's not like going far back, but it's kind of like in between modern and old
Yeah.
Western.
And isn't Kevin Costner more like plays a heavy here? Your rattling's back.
It happened almost automatically right when you hopped on.
He goes, I'm back. And so are we. Yeah.
I think the other ones were better. The other headphones were better. Well, now it's gone.
Yeah. Although there's a lot of ambient noise behind it. Yeah, so Kevin Costner, doesn't he play kind of a heavy or not a bad guy, but sort of like more of an intense guy in Yellowstone, or no? Is he a villain, big collector, or?
I don't think he's necessarily a villain, but he is intense, like what you said. But he's not necessarily bad or good. He's like in the mix. He's kind of like
Isn't he
mixed
trying to
up a little
protect?
bit.
Isn't he
he's got-
trying to protect some land?
Yeah.
Like, is it like or something like that, or people are trying to come in and get this property, and he's trying to defend it or whatever? I don't know.
Yeah, he basically is kind of protecting his land, like what you're saying. Yeah, and people are starting to trying to get it and stuff. It's kind of back and forth with him.
Yeah, like I said, I hear it's really good.
Yeah, I hear nothing but good things. Just haven't gotten around to it yet. I keep hearing good things about Reacher too. So
Yeah, that's it. But
not sure if I'll catch that out one out. I kind of want to watch Rosario Dawson's new show, DMZ. That's on HBO Max. I think it's another zombie series, but
really,
we'll see. I like Rosario Dawson.
me too. But
We'll see. I
Another
haven't
zombie
decided yet. Just something to throw on the background or something. We'll see. I don't know yet. But I'm done with Raised by Wolves, so I gotta find something else. I could go back to Clone Wars, I guess, if I wanted to. But
Yeah.
see, not much in way of toy news. I mean,
No drops.
I don't get a lot of inside stuff like everybody else does. I see locos around, but I don't know. Audio only.
Did you
What's popping,
hear that
people? You hear me?
Queen
Yeah, we hear you, loco.
Yeah,
What's up?
yeah.
well,
It sounds like you're in
announced the quarter scale Loki?
Who did? Where's a Loki?
Queen.
Queen Studios
Oh, they're
quarter
quarter
scale.
scale.
Do I sound like I have an echo?
No,
Yeah. Oh,
quarter
yeah.
scale, 1/4.
Yeah. It sounds like you're in a
Yeah, it's like
container.
1/4 scale.
So then this is not going to work. I left my phone charger at home, so I can't use my phone. So I was using the computer
Gotcha.
at work to kind of do this. Is
Just
it?
do me a favor, real quick. Yeah, I am the voice of Loco Lou.
I
gotta
am
say it like
the
that.
voice of Loco Lou.
Perfect.
Oh, man, how
This is a
intimidating.
Hot Toys wizard, and what you gonna do?
Oh, don't slap me, please, Loco.
That's great.
Oh, you want to slap? You want to slap?
Thanks.
How you guys doing?
I needed that.
Is your wallet safe? As Nate would say.
It's
I didn't know I had a wallet.
Never.
I'm too poor to have a wallet. All my money just goes into the account and out of the account. It doesn't even touch the wallet.
Mm-hmm.
Bills.
Mm-hmm.
Bills and toys.
Both. Both. The bills first, toy second.
Toy second,
Quarter scale. A quarter scale Loki.
Sometimes it changes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Very rare.
Should be on their Facebook page.
All right, hang on. I'll check their Facebook. Okay.
So no Moon Knight action. No one's hype. Everybody's worried.
Well, I mean, some
I'm
of the
not
guys
worried.
are. I'm not so
I'm
hyped
not
about
worried.
it, but we'll see.
I'm looking forward to it. I hope it's good. I hope we don't get a
Yeah.
crappy story or a too confusing to understand kind of thing. You know what I mean?
There's not a whole lot of consistency in Hollywood these days when it comes to these series and stuff. So it's a crapshoot. The greater majority of them are kind of lackluster. It's
I
not
just
a
see
whole
the
lot.
one picture of Loki on their Facebook page.
Mm.
Is that all they got?
Well, when they were showing it off before, it was only like a little piece of his scepter.
drop?
It was, or something
Yeah.
like
Oh,
Yeah,
like these,
you're
yeah.
right. Yeah, it was just only one picture.
Okay.
barely a picture of him.
Yeah.
From what I remember.
Yeah.
Looks pretty good though.
Yeah, it's from Avengers. Yeah,
There you go.
yeah, it's not too bad.
Hey,
Yeah,
that looks like my boy Will Fox.
Mhm.
hey, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, it looks very cartoony though.
It kind
little.
of does, yeah.
It looks more cartoony than it really does. I mean, it looks like a cartoon version of him.
Yeah, looks. It's probably the lighting.
Yeah,
Eyes.
Um,
It's the eyes.
Yeah.
yeah, that too. Yeah,
because if they're going for realism,
Okay.
no,
yeah, no,
doesn't look real.
no. Almost
Visually
So
looks
they're-
caricature-ish.
Do they do a lot of quarter scale?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
Okay.
Quarter scale. They do 1-to-1 busts.
that's
They
what she said.
do.
Mm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Statues.
It's pretty cool.
Mhm.
The rooted hair.
Hey, wasn't
Yeah.
in a kind of halfly jointed, connected situation here? Wasn't Benedict Cumberbatch up for some kind of award last night himself?
Yeah, it was Power of the
Was
Dog,
he?
wasn't it?
Was
Yeah.
he? Was he up
He's
for
up for
best
best
actor?
actor. Yeah.
Best actor.
How are the dogs?
That's what I thought. Poor Benedict.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it
Yeah,
was
it's
differently.
Maybe it was. I don't remember. I know Power of the Dog was there,
Yeah, I think it was different.
Cumberbatch.
Either way, he was up for an award, right?
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Yep.
Good for him.
I don't know. I don't watch the Oscars. It's just, it's not my cup of tea. But I wouldn't mind rewatching that replay over and over and over again, like I did this morning.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
I think what was more intense is because people know what was happening in the past year, what was openly stated, what's been put out on the table on quote unquote the red table and the whole nine. But the problem with that is this: it's none of our business. Homeboy defended his
Yes, it is our business.
Now it is our business.
Will and Jada Pinkett Smith air their garbage on YouTube on a regular basis.
They do.
They're in the spotlight. They know what it's like to be international movie stars. I don't care about your issues, dude. Get help. And this is only, once again, I can't pass judgment until we find out all of the details. There's a lot of stuff here we don't know. But if it was not staged, Will Smith, you're an asshole.
Well, if it was staged, if it was staged, that is the best performance. One take, call it a day. It's a wrap. Everybody could go home. Shots on me.
Here's the other thing, local. Nobody could say that Chris Rock can't act because, dude, you look around.
But see, here's why I don't think it's fake. His reaction was genuine.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But at the same time, when Will Smith walks up to him, he looks like he knows what's gonna happen. He kind of leans into Will Smith.
Yeah,
because he rather think of it like this. This is your best friend, one of your friends, a colleague, someone who's a comedian and an actor just like you are. You guys shared dinner tables. You guys shared comedic floors. You guys shared Oscars together. You guys been in the same circles of friends, same parties, and same get-togethers with family members. This is a known fact. So to others solidify that this was an actual real thing, his apology. If everyone's seen his apology that he put out with his profile picture, which you don't see no handprint. So, that slap wasn't like, oh, he KO'd him. No, he slapped him to, put some respect on his wife's name. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it says something about a man's character when they have to openly apologize, because as a comedian, you do cross a lot of lines. But when is enough enough? And if with Will Smith, I think he was strong-armed into doing this red table by his wife, because think about it like this. If they separate, all the money is going to her.
Yeah.
Let's keep it a stack. She's going to have it all. But it's bad business to separate and even better business to stay together. So, strong-arm someone and let them know I'm going to leave you kind of. But, let's just see
that. But last night makes Will Smith look even more like a cult, because now he was clearly laughing at the joke. Clearly, he looks over his wife, rolls her eyes. That didn't get him up. I think she said something like, "You're going to let him do that? You're going to let him say that?" Then he goes, "Oops, I better get up." He had no intention of doing that.
Well, if you look at his laughter. When he said something about Jada, he kind of chuckled, but it wasn't a serious laugh. It wasn't like, oh, yeah, you got me.
No, but he didn't look like he was angry either, though.
Yeah, but see, this is the thing. You got cameras on you, and if you're going to go slap somebody, you don't show your intent for the attack. It's just like any other boxing strategy or any other street fight. You know what I mean? You don't show your hand. You just walk up to them and you sideline them, and that's it. Especially if it's just going to be a slap. Because remember, he could have punched him, and that would have been a whole lot worse. No, but he gave him a sissy slap.
It don't matter because if Chris Rock wanted to press charges, a slap or a punch, it means nothing. He's
It'll
a
still
rich
make
man.
Chris Rock look soft.
Chris Rock, he's already rich. Boy, could he be richer.
Mm-hmm.
If he wanted to, and it's not fate.
Mm-hmm.
And he would.
Well,
and Chris Rock would never. He would be. It would be just like what was my man, Tracy Morgan. Chris Rock would say, "I can't tell you how much I got, but boy, my ancestors are really happy with me." You know what I'm saying? It's gonna. If he wanted to, and if not staged, man, he can wreck that Will Smith's wallet big. All of the. Can you imagine? He could go. The embarrassment of being slapped, internationally seen. Man, he can drive Will Smith up good.
Yeah, that's true too. But you also got to consider the other half, and that is, this is not the first time Chris Rock verbally humiliated and attacked Jada.
He humiliated her?
Wasn't it like 2015?
Or did he tell a joke like everybody else does?
Yep, but here's the
people,
thing.
people are giving what Will Smith did and Jada a pass.
It's not a pass.
It ain't happening with me. It was a foul move. Period. You're less of a man when you go. See this gangster hood mentality crap has got to end. You know, Will Smith.
Will Smith is not
once
hood.
again. I cannot make an opinion if it was not staged. I don't want to say anything bad about him, and we find out it's something else. But if this was not staged, there is no excuse on the planet for what he did.
Well,
none.
I know what it is.
And nobody is going to be able to justify that.
I could justify it. It was an entanglement.
Which is why I'm still a little curious on why it was aired if it weren't staged.
Exactly.
So that's a confusing part right there as well.
See, that's what makes it. It's just people are running to judgment too quickly. We got to figure out what's going on here.
I know why. If you did watch the Oscars, you saw how bored everything was. The only time you had any actions when Will came and co-cocked them.
But then you got to look at, you look at all of this, you go, well, okay, they did for this publicity, and of course, Chris Rock is getting ready to go out and do stand up. I think next month he's going to be overseas. Mm-hmm. Man, I cannot wait. I cannot wait for his next stand up. Depending upon how this works out.
And it all depends too. I mean, it was a point was raised earlier on a separate show that what happens to comedians if they tell an offensive joke to somebody on their set? Yeah. I mean, we just watched Will Smith come up there and slap a comedian for telling a joke.
That was damaging.
Does that give everyone carte blanche to do that if they're offended at a comedian's joke?
Well, they've been crapping on comedians for the last 5 years. I mean, look at what Dave Chappelle had to go through. Everybody's going through this. Mm-hmm. It's because we have been raising generations of softies.
Yep.
And people are confusing, like when you do things like what Will Smith did is, oh man, he's a G, man. No, that's you're an idiot. Because you have to. You can't just look at how macho it makes you. You got to look at your legacy. You need to look at your legacy, and Lord knows there's enough black men whose legacies are being tarnished. We don't need another one doing it. It's unnecessary. And if you can't control yourself, and your wife has to lead you, you got problems, man.
it completely undercut his speech when he won the award too, being the ambassador of love, and
It seemed a little hypocritical to me.
yeah,
After what he just
You know what else you did? You ruined so many people's. You ruined other people's, evening.
yeah, and the presenter or the award that Chris Rock was presenting for Questlove winning the Summer of
Best
Soul
documentary.
best documentary. Yeah, and it just kind of undercut that.
Just think of this, okay? Think that you're there to accept an award, and let's say your award is coming up next. Whenever it's your, anytime after Will Smith did what he did, just cheapens the night for me.
Mhm.
I'm here to accept the award. I want to be seen and noticed. That's why we're here. Now you just sucked all of the energy out of the room, you asshole.
Pretty much. But let's get to the real point. This is a distraction from what's really going on around the world. Where is our hot toys? Where is our hot toys?
Yeah.
Where's my cable? Damn it! I
Oh,
now.
What if all of this? What if
Wow.
all
Oh
of
my
this
God.
was staged? What was all of this was staged with the White House? All right, now you guys are going to go up and hit each other because we don't need to have people talking about the war anymore. We need people talking about this. So you guys are going to do it. But we find this is a huge controversy. Everything was coordinated.
No one's talking about the germ.
Yeah. Hey, the germ.
No, I gotta say that it's sensitive. You can't say certain things, So if I say germ,
Well,
they haven't flagged that one
well,
yet.
wait till I start my channel. listen, I've streamed before, and some of the people who have streamed with me in the past knows. You come on my show, you can say anything you want, outside of racially insulting somebody or something. Mm-hmm. But I am not going. There are words people. It's weird that on YouTube there's certain words people won't even use anymore. It's weird. Some people now
favoritism, because if you
I won't say anything. I won't say anything here right now because I have to respect SB's channel. This is
of course.
But on my channel, the C word will be said. The A, all of that stuff. I'm not going to censor myself. They want to close me down, they can. But I'm going to use those words because I'm not going to live in an age where somebody's going to tell me that something that is not even a considered profanity, a word that's not even considered profanity, I can't say it. Yeah. Well, I'll say it. I'll say it.
Now, here's the crazy part. We can't say certain things, but they allowed a strip yoga.
Yeah, I mean,
and that's it. That's as far as I'm going to go. I messed up my boy P-Rock for life. He's like, no. Did you see this stretch on this one?
Man. It's bringing up all of those youthful rebellion in me. It just turns me so far up. And it frustrates me to watch folks on your channels going, oh, and blah, 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 and the C word. I'm like, you can't say that word. Are you kidding me? But not all channels do that. Some channels are very free and open with theirs. And I'm going to be one too. So
it's the American way.
Yeah.
It's the American way.
As long as I don't show fire in a crowded theater, I'm good.
Yeah. Well, me being in New York, I try to refrain myself from using certain words, even though I came from the hood. And I can talk like the rest of my brothers and sisters on the other side of my spectrum. I try my hardest to refrain from using it. And the reason being is just a respect factor. Because that word, that N1, that was also used on the Native Americans. My family's from Puerto Rico. We are strongly Native American in that side of the family on my mom's side. So it's like You saying it to one person, you say it to another person, it still has the same effect. The only difference is that majority of my people don't exist anymore.
How,
Talk about it.
what's the percentage of Native American that you are?
The
You know?
Taino.
Taino?
Taino. They're from the land of Boricua, which is Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is a part of the United States, and it's a part of the Americas.
Right. Yeah. It's a colony.
It's a colony, but if you look at the Native American history, we travel via boats going from one side to another. We've done all that.
Yep.
So we have heritage, spreading out throughout the islands, going to Florida, and then we travel the country. We know this, but
well, you're a part of the diaspora.
Yep.
And that was basically worldwide, the diaspora.
Mm-hmm.
So there were people here before Christopher Columbus. We know.
Oh yeah, don't get me started with that one. Don't get me started with that one. But I want to get back to some toys.
Yeah. Boy, did we get off track.
We just became the History Channel. It's so bad as being left.
No, but Local Lou,
yeah, brother.
what do you think about? What do you think that Queen Studios? What are you expecting from Queen Studios in May? Because the Representative John said he's going to be coming back, and they put out a whole list of and they showed that picture of all the silhouette of everything that's coming up. Do you think that that Queen Studios is going to be able to step up and meet all of the things that they said they're going to be able to do for the sixth scale community? How do you feel?
Only time can tell. See,
Okay.
we're basing everything off of visualization and the mentioned quality materials that they're using, but it's not until you get it in your own hands that you can make a proper assessment. Oh, he's back. We didn't scare him away. Oh.
Yeah, he decided to come back to the show.
Crazy kids, that's all.
I thought you were protesting yourself.
But yeah, back to what I was saying with the Queen Studios, we have to assess what we have in our hand. Right now, we don't have anything.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying earlier. With the guys, like we'll know when you guys get the Joker. I can't wait to hear the opinions. Mm-hmm. I think they're going to be positive, though. I really do.
Well, this is specifically taking collectability to a different level where this is technically not a real toy. Yeah. This is more of a collector piece. It still falls on the guidelines of a statuesque type of figure.
Right.
Right.
Hey, Riley. What's up, man?
Isn't it past your bedtime, son?
Riley?
Yeah, Riley, we have
right back at you, sir.
Yeah. Local Lewis here. He's in the quantum zone.
We have the all-powerful Local Lewis.
Oh, that's right. Local Lewis here from the TVA.
Waiting for somebody to get through.
Big collectors in the multiverse. So, yeah.
I'm just in my office. Yeah. That's okay.
Yeah, I'm just in my lowly little apartment. And Blue is.
I'm in my living room.
I don't know. He could be on some island resort. Blue's got his own island, bought an island.
Yep, it's called the desk with all my stuff from my work. What's this? LOL. Quit playing Loco before I call your wife. Get used
there you go.
Listen,
that's right.
Don't tempt me with a good time, baby. That's me punching out from work and punching in to do real work.
Hey, Riley, you better not talk about Loco's wife. He might come over there and slap you.
Keep your
Keep
wife's
keep
name
out
out
of your mouth.
Oh.
Riley, keep his wife out of your mouth. Oh man, this is going to go on for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
All
A
kinds
long
of
time.
stuff. A long
Did you
time.
see the
Instant
one
memes.
where,
Instant.
Big collector, keep my
Did a
name
tweet.
out of your mouth. Oh, God. Oh man.
Nah, but
I will say about the Oscars that nobody's talking about is
what's that?
You want
Zack Snyder's Justice League winning the cheer moment with
Is it the fan award?
the Flash entering the Speed Force. That was a cheer moment, and
oh yeah,
Army of the Dead, Zack Snyder's Netflix movie,
Yeah.
won the fan favorite.
Okay.
I
But
wonder who he
what
beat
was
up.
this thing with the Flash? What happened?
Entering the Speed Force
He was a part of the movie. Yep.
in Zack Snyder's Justice League towards the
Oh,
end.
when he's showing like a clip or something?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay.
It was him pretty much saving everybody.
And what was that? Was that before an award to Zach was given or what?
It was something the fans voted on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they just showed clips.
They're all
No
Snyderverse
one
fans.
cared because that's
They only ask Snyderverse fans.
Oh, yeah, because they're a legion unto themselves.
No Way Home was in there too.
Yep, Endgame
Yeah.
was number 3, the end fight, and then No Way Home was
What was the name of the award?
the fan favorite.
Let me tell you something. That first episode of Daredevil, why couldn't Robert Pattinson fight like that? That's
Because
that
it
is
was only
that,
year 2, bro. It was only year 2.
Oh, that's right. I keep
Yeah.
forgetting.
And when you're only trained by Alfred, that's
Yeah. He was only a yellow belt, but I forget.
Yep.
Nice choreography in that Daredevil. That fight.
dude. Yeah, wait, it gets better, man. It gets so much better.
Oscars cheer moment.
That's because this is
Yeah.
Frank Miller's Daredevil. That's why.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah.
That's so weird.
Mhm.
What's so weird?
Just that both of Zack Snyder's won fan favorite Oscars. And it's compared to Endgame. Are you serious?
Zack
got
Snyder.
No Way Home got number 2, and then Flash
So
and
turned
Speed
off
Force.
by the whole Zack Snyder stuff.
Wait.
Leave me alone, please.
They're keeping Zack Snyder relevant. That's why.
Okay.
All right.
Well, he's still working on that freaking Star Wars thing, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
His
the Rebel
version
Moon.
of
Yeah.
Rebel Moon. Yep.
Well,
We'll see how that goes.
Will Smith won 6-figure slapping Chris Rock in a deluxe version.
that'd be great.
I saw 5 points. Someone literally
It's pretty good.
made he's like, this is $420. It's 1,000 pieces made. Come get a piece of history.
Yeah.
I love how one of Will Smith 1/6 scale figure slapping Chris Rock in a deluxe version. That would be great. So you got one version.
Too, they
Hold on.
Tell me.
they also
Oh,
they
goodness.
did something where
Got me good.
where he did the slap and they like labeled different parts of the slap.
Oh no.
It was on Facebook. I can't remember who posted it.
Oh.
I think I remember seeing that one. There was one with Queen Studios as Will and Hot Toys as Chris Rock.
Oh, yeah.
That one was posted on InArt.
That's hilarious.
I posted one where Will's laughing, Jada's not happy. Will's laughing still. She's not happy. She looks at him and he's like, "Oh fuck!" And then
Well,
she
they're
says,
all-
"Will."
They're all over the place. And look at this one.
There we go.
That's a good one.
Good one, but yeah. Could you imagine if it were The Rock up there saying a joke? And
Yeah.
I
Good.
think she
Oh,
would
it's-
let that
Good
slide.
luck with that.
it's okay. It's just Dwayne. It's okay. I find our will is equal to yours. Will steps out of the port and smacks Thanos.
Oh, they did a.
Oh,
They also
I
did
shared
Andrew
this.
Garfield.
I shared that. No, they didn't.
That's funny.
There was another one up top, I think. Yeah, there's the Queen Arts. There's
Oh,
the
yeah.
Queen in Art Studios.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, just all over the place. So many memes. Oh, where was the other one? I think it was up here. Yep, there it is. Will.
Bat and the sun got in on it too. Sheesh.
Okay.
Dang.
Yeah.
Oh, then Will Smith apologizes.
Oh, yeah.
Unacceptable and inexcusable.
And he didn't say it. He didn't apologize to Chris Rock either.
It was a freaking.
He apologized
It
to
was
the
a
Oscars.
tweet.
Not verbally. He did post something where he did apologize directly to Chris.
Well, apparently, Denzel Washington, Tyler Perry, some of the other guys got together actually with Chris and
Well,
yeah, it was
Yeah, during
reported.
the commercial break, to calm him
Yeah.
down. And
Yeah, and apparently, I think one of the guys said, we're gonna get things worked out. So they're gonna once again, if it was not staged, I think they're gonna get things worked out. It's not gonna change anything as far as what Will Smith did, but I behind the scenes, no problem. I don't know. This is the great opportunity, Chris Rock, to just have one of the greatest stand-ups ever.
yeah.
He's gonna have one of the best ever. You watch. He's not taking this sitting down.
Mm-mm.
oh
As a
my
matter
God.
of fact,
that's good.
Will Smith is pretty lucky because
I saw this one too.
what did Andrew go?
Oh, yeah. That was awesome.
Oh man, in their universes too.
Love it.
Chris Rock could have destroyed Will Smith.
You know that 1/6 scale Men in Black figure? I could see someone who has it is going to pull that off. I swear.
Yeah. Or they're going to make some kind of the Wild Wild West and all kinds of stuff. Gonna pop.
But I think that's the only 1/6 scale figure we got that was like mass produced. Am I wrong? That has like a close likeness to Will Smith.
Which one?
The Men in
Yeah,
Black
You mean
I
one.
think
from the
so.
Wild Wild West?
No,
Deadshot.
the Men in Black one. The Wild Wild West one wasn't close enough.
Hmm.
Oh, they had a Wild Wild West figure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Really?
They had that, and the another one was I Am Legend, which was the most common one.
Yeah.
See, look, the kids are
also
talking
had
smack
that,
again.
yeah,
See, it's
Deadshot.
really they bothering dad. They can't let dad have a little bit of fun.
There was one where what's his name? Deadshot from Suicide Squad was smacking Ben Affleck's Batman. That was pretty good.
There we go.
The pursuit of slappiness. Yeah.
But there's a condition that makes you lose your hair.
Alopecia.
Alopecia. Is that like
It's an autoimmune issue.
so? So that means it could affect her like long term, like kind of like a way the monster, as we like to call it, does when it attacks your immune system.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's not life threatening or anything, and it's not a form of cancer. It has nothing to do with cancer. That alopecia doesn't. But
Happens with a lot of
some
people with diabetes as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alopecia is not common, but it's not rare. A lot of people have it.
So it's maybe a flip of a coin.
Yeah, or look at it this
Sometimes
way.
it goes away. Even your patchiness goes away. Sometimes it's permanent.
Sometimes it doesn't. Yeah. So
Well, at least Chris Rock didn't go the whole mile and say, at least he didn't put crazy glue, gorilla glue in your hair. Like.
But but once again, the GI Jane reference is actually more of a compliment.
Yeah, exactly.
If you know the movie and the history, it's really he was complimenting her.
Yeah. Yeah, she was badass.
I can't wait to see you in GI Jane.
But see, most of a lot of that audience is young enough where they don't even know the GI Jane movie. They don't even know the reference. To be honest with you, that was a joke that Chris Rock told that probably half the audience had no idea of. So it wasn't the best joke he could have told anyway. But it wasn't an insulting joke.
No.
There was nothing insulting about it.
No.
So it was just not the best, but it wasn't worth
slap over.
Where did it go?
It's weird, man.
I just passed by it.
But once again, we're not in. There's a different culture there. People do strange stuff. There you go. There you go.
His announcement by 3-0.
There you go.
Oh my God.
G.I. Jane.
It's terrible.
Oh my God. Roadblock.
And once again, even that picture right there, that's not even insulting. That's calling her a badass. I mean, it's just, you can't turn that into an insult.
I could. She's very masculine, more masculine than Will is.
Well, but Local Lou, you're speaking the truth there, though. That's not even fabricated. It's evidence now. We've seen it.
Oh yeah, definitely. But, I think when you see him do. Let's play devil's advocate. Let's say. Let's play devil's advocate.
Okay.
All right. Let's say this was a publicity stunt, right? Who's getting the spotlight in this one? It's Chris. Because he has the stand-up coming up now. Will ain't doing anything significant. Jada ain't doing nothing significant. So, that could be it, right? Or let's say it wasn't, and he was in his emotions, he was in his feelings, and he just took it out on one person, and it just so happened to be live on television. And that was still a sucker move, because if you're going to take all that crap you've been dealing with for the past couple of years, couple of decades, and still live in the shadow of Tupac Shakur, I would have walked away a long time ago and just play the songs, Do for Love. If you know what that song is about, Tupac's Do for Love, and just walk out. Just like, oh, you love Tupac, and play that song, and and walk away.
This situation just does not make Will Smith look good at all.
Nothing makes Will Smith look good. Like, he was partying after the slap. He was like, "Oh yeah, an Oscar. Look at me."
Well, the whole night Hollywood is weird because they just went on with the show. There's no reason why they shouldn't have escorted Will Smith out of the building, or at least out of the hall. Like, take his Oscar? No, that has nothing to do with what he did. Don't take his Oscar. But ban him from the Academy Awards? Yes, I would be all right with that. I would be all right with just about anything, because you've been in the business this long. You're sitting at the Academy. He walked up there. If you don't know what you're doing is idiotic, then you got a problem. He's been in the business too long to get up at the Academy Awards because he's angry and slaps somebody. You got an issue, bro. You need therapy.
No, he needs to get rid of Jada so that way he can have his balls back.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think it's too late. Will's legacy will be that he's a softie. That's just it. That's just it. That's how. Yeah.
To each their own. It's just that I can't see him as Muhammad Ali ever again.
Ay, ay, ay.
But that K2
And now,
man.
and now back to our regularly scheduled program.
Yeah, no History Channel and no Oscars this time.
Yeah.
But that KX
Yeah.
slash K2SO reissue.
Yeah, KX Enforcer droid. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was a safe move, but
Mhm.
still a good business move because, like I said in the comments earlier, people are going to army build.
Yeah, that one.
Ooh.
That's what I was thinking.
Ooh.
Yeah.
He should be so lucky. Affleck
I know.
knock him to the moon.
That's the other figure that has his likeness.
Yep.
He should be so lucky. And don't is that put Christian Bale's Batman there? Don't put. That's right. They're in the same. I keep forgetting they're in the same universe. Yeah.
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 Oh man.
Oh, good Lord.
But Hot Toys is capitalizing on people army building because look what's happening with
Of
the
course.
501st.
That's
For
true.
sure.
Mhm.
Look what's happening with even Rexes. People are customizing
Yeah.
Rexes now.
Yeah.
So, if people are getting to the point where they're buying multiples of the same figure and they're catching on, why not give us another army builder? Granted, it was in the
Right.
Book of Mando, Book of Boba Fett, and basically it was a what 15-second scene, maybe less than that,
Yeah.
right? But
Yeah.
it's a crucial scene because we've never seen anything from the Night of a Thousand Tears.
Yeah.
This is our first look. It's basically, Judgment Day, Terminator style.
Yeah. And honestly, they could be in season 3 if Din Djarin never goes back. They can still be on that planet.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. Or
I bet you.
they go back in time, like another flashback,
Hmm.
and someone's telling their story, their encounter of 1,000 Nights of Tears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I bet you this wasn't. I bet you this release wasn't planned until very.
no. This is hodgepodge.
Very recently.
Yeah. Well, yeah. They like I said, they still got the mold. They probably saw that, and
Well, here's the thing. They're watching you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Queen came in, gave Hot Toys a gut punch. Hot Toys said, "We got to do something." These guys, they're spending their money elsewhere. How do we do it? Well, we know some of these guys love droids. What's the best way we can do this? Let's drop a droid because we know they're going to buy multiples.
Mm-hmm.
We can make up some of that money,
Mm-hmm.
keep these guys salivating.
Yep.
I'm telling you, this was a move. It was too late for them to do anything about that Joker. They needed to come in and massage their customer base.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
Yeah, because all right, let's just.
This would not have came out if Joker wasn't dropped by Queen. I guarantee you this wouldn't have came out. Because I think this is something they could have put together fast. This wouldn't take 2 years because they already got the mold.
Yeah, they already got the mold, but here's the thing: they got the Joker mold too, and right there, that's like they have the ability to give us another Joker. But the fact is that they're not touching the Dark Knight Returns IP. They're doing the trilogy, the last portion of the film itself, the Dark
Rises.
Rises, right?
Yeah.
They're doing Catwoman.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get a Bane. That's already like
That's what they should do next.
And I think that's going to be their answer to Queen, because Queen did say they are going to do a Bane, but we don't know how that's going to translate with this whole magnetic system that they're using. Because remember, this is their first figure. They have no bodies. They had to do a body from the bottom up for this Joker.
Yeah.
Hot Toys, on the other hand, they got plenty of different molds, plenty of different things like Hellboy. That's a beautiful figure. Venom, beautiful figure. And these are like seamless body figures, right? Then you got semi die-cast figures. Granted, we got that beautiful base with the metal and the wood and the magnetic base. This is still Queen Studios' first foray. This is like, here's your steak. Here's that big New York, city house steak. T-bone, the bone is still there. You can pull the bone out if you want, right? But we still don't have it in our hand. We only saw it on the menu. At least if we go somewhere else, we know that their steaks are good, their potatoes good. Like their drinks are decent. Like we know what's comfortable because we keep going back to them. There's a reason why they hold the crown, and that slap, I like to call it, not the gut punch, because here's the thing: they're forcing your hand to spend money on two figures, which is a lot to ask for people who don't know nothing about Queen Studios other than their statue game.
Yeah.
Right? Where Hot Toys, it's like, I'll give you something to play with and then something to let your wallet cool down, especially if you're not a Star Wars collector predominantly or a Marvel collector. Like the safest points in Hot Toys to collect is DC stuff, because it doesn't sell out as fast as you think, and they don't make too many of them.
Yeah.
And I think the reason why this rooted hair Joker is so phenomenal is because of the photos that was done in comparison to what Hot Toys has done. Because you see the pre-shots, you're like, this looks so bad. No one knows how to pose. Their camera focus is off. The lighting is off. There's too much CGI in the back that's taken away from the figure itself. So what they did what they know how to do with their statues. It's lighting, presentation, and their presentation is good. Listen, you can present me anything until I have it in my hand and it works the way you claim it does. I have to wait and see and pass judgment when I do have it. I can't do it off the bat. And Hot Toys already got credibility. They already got their stuff. And the fact that they could go back and give us something and tweak it a little bit and still call it new and we still eat it up, they still king.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
Granted, people say, oh, this is not hot. It's not what I expected. But you people are still buying it as babes. Am I wrong? This is not what you wanted, but you getting it, right?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
See?
Yeah, but everything you're saying is confirming what I've been saying all this time. You haven't said anything different than I said, because the only thing different here is that you haven't seen it in your hands. And that's why I said I can't wait till S Beam and Blue and Big get it, and other guys, because I just want to hear that reaction. Because you're right, people go crazy over photos. That whole Ahsoka thing with the manual, folks are freaking out about it. I'm thinking to myself, that's a manual. What would make you think that the image is going to? I couldn't even understand why people are getting upset. So yeah, everything is all just speculation until it gets into their hands, and that's really going to say it. Because even before they get into their hands, Queen has won. The people have purchased the stuff. And you got three guys here, right here, three guys who've purchased that said if Hot Toys comes out with a Joker, they're not canceling Queen. So Queen has won. You can paint the brush any way you want.
What did they win?
They won the first round. They've won. Listen, they're not going to not
round the what?
They're not going to.
They put their hat in the 1/6 game. That's all they did.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well,
and
it's not
and
fight.
it doesn't have to be. It doesn't. I'm not saying that Queen is taking Hot Toys down, but you got to realize that regardless of where Hot Toys is, there's other people getting into the game. So it's not going to be like one thing coming in and all of a sudden dominate. You're going to be people taking chunks out of Hot Toys from all angles. you got J&D still. Who knows who else is?
It's a big one there.
There's
We don't
going to
know.
be. There's going to be a whole sea change. You want this year? It's a whole sea change. But once again, time will play it out.
Yeah.
Well, I dabble in third parties as well. Third parties game has been tight too, and it's not just Hot Toys that Queen's gotta go against. You know what I mean? Even though they're the top dog, look at that Gambit. That's
So
the
Cajun.
DC line.
The card
That's it, dude.
I can't wait until they announce. I hope they're working really hard on that Rogue too, because
yeah.
Sure, dude.
Out of all
That'd
of
be great.
these companies, my favorite as far as production is I love So-So's stuff, man. This stuff is so great.
Yeah, don't sleep on Bullethead either, or Toys R Us, because they do some amazing stuff too.
Which one's
Like,
Bullethead?
Bullethead is I think they did Venom, and they did the comic book looking Venom, the one with the white spider on his chest, which is the one I have.
Oh, okay.
And they did what else they did? I think they did one Joker, the Joaquin Phoenix.
Okay.
And I'm trying to think I think they did another one, which was a Lady Spider, which kind of goes with that Venom. It has that same material, same patterns and stuff like that. But really, Bullethead is the same as Toys R Us. They're just an umbrella portion, so they could skip copyrights. You get what I'm saying?
Yep. That reminds me of the Mars Toys Joker.
Yeah.
That looks awesome. Hopefully somebody gets it in hand, because I want to see the final before I buy it, because I'm not familiar with Mars Toys.
Yeah. Now, as far as like, you know, a single piece, if like, let's say Hot Toys and Queen put out the same character at the same time, right?
That would be interesting.
Huh?
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
That'd be interesting. I'd love to see that.
To me, that would indicate if let's say the DX Joker came out and Queen Studios came out at the same time, you would have to choose between two head sculpts that are different versus two figures which are practically identical, just with different accessories.
Yeah.
The hair and the head is the same. And you would have to make that decision upon yourself if you want to deal with rooted hair or go sculpted. And let's say you do go sculpted. Hot Toys is still on top. You got a different expression. You got...
And by the time Hot Toys put out their Joker, whatever, it'd be 2 years later, the Queen Studios Joker would be already out.
That's true, but not too many people have bought from them either. People are still on the fence because it's new. They're waiting to see what people have in hand first before they make that leap in their faith.
And there's a lot of people out there like that too.
Yeah,
Which is smart. That's smart. I mean, it's smart.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
That's what I would do.
that's the 6-scale game. That's the 6-scale game, man. Because here's the thing: you're spending $100 on NRD for the Queen stuff. For Hot Toys, depending on where you go, you can put in what? $40, $50, sometimes $25, depending on where you get it from. So, you know, it's a balancing act with money, but you got two pieces equivalent to $1,000 plus, and then you got other pieces that you could stack up on, plus whatever else you get to complete certain lines. So this is just, the first jab. If you want to go, it's like, okay, here's a little, a little Will Smith smack. There you go. You know what I mean? Let me wake you up and let you know that, I'm here putting my hat in there. Now, J&D hasn't put nothing out yet other than a statement that, oh yeah, we're going to be doing the Batmobile, and we're going to be doing this and that, but we haven't seen anything yet. We know what J&D is capable of, but we don't know what they're going to do with their 6-scale stuff. And is it going to be affordable for us? That's the biggest issue. Affordability.
If they're going silicone, it's going to be pricey.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Because that ain't cheap.
Yep. Because
that's the only thing that would differentiate Queen from like Hot Toys. If Hot Toys brought out a Bane, Queen Toys wanted to do or InArt or whatever, do a Bane, it'd have to be silicone. I mean, it'd be ridiculous if they brought out 2 plastic versions. And
Yeah, but a lot of you guys don't want silicone.
I don't know what y'all talking about. I got all rubber and silicone in my collection, man. I got Venom,
No,
it depends because
yeah, but I see a lot of 6 scalers that they don't prefer that. So
yeah, well, the difference is Hot Toys. Hot Toys versions of their rubber bodies, they like you have to really treat them, otherwise they break and crack and stuff like that. Other companies have.
See, Local Lou's an exception to the rule. He is.
Big, you're down south, aren't you?
Well, the thing is, Lou, he cares for his stuff. I mean, I'm telling you, 2/3 of the folks who collect these, they're not oiling up. They're not putting any grease or nothing on Venom's body. They're not doing it.
Nope. Those are my most watched videos.
Yes.
The Venom pool and the Venom greasing up segments.
Yeah, they're not doing it.
So, Big, where you're at, is the climate an issue for your collection or no?
I don't think so. I mean, I haven't really seen any cracking or, just
Big, I can't hear you, brother.
So I think I'm good. Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
I can hear you. Mm-hmm.
I said, I think the climate where I'm at, I think is perfect for me because I haven't had my figures for a long time, and so I don't think they'll be flaking or cracking anytime soon. So I think I'm fine.
and you're in an area of country that's just going to have much more moisture in the air.
Yeah, definitely.
You're in Alabama, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, some say we have 4 seasons in one day.
It's funny. Big Collector, it's funny because we literally do. Here in Michigan, it happens all the time. We get 4 seasons in one day.
Don't get me started with New York. One day. Listen, one day it could be extremely cold. The next day, people are walking outside in shorts.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
We could have snow the following day. The sun comes out, everybody's walking around in bikinis and stuff like that. Like, ooh, you was hot in that yesterday, But this is what we deal with as collectors. We got to watch climate, controlled environments, make sure our stuff is, protected. Now,
yeah. But like I said, a lot of people. When you're buying stuff, when the consumers are buying things, and there are certain things that their special care needs to be taken, it's no different than a car. Most people do not. Most people do not go and get their oils changed when they should.
Facts.
Most people don't.
Big facts.
And I would consider Local Lou, I would consider Blue and SB more like mechanics than they are drivers of cars. So when you guys get toys, Hot Toys or whatever figures you get, that these particular figures, they're way beyond just play things. You really have to. Rooted hair, this stuff takes some time to make. I guarantee you, I would be going for the sculpted. There's no way in the world I got time or patience to play around with rooted hair. I'm not a Venom fan, but if I had Venom, it'd be flaking all over the place because I'm just not going to do it.
Well,
I'm just too lazy.
No, but here's the thing. You don't have to do it consistently. And it's like, for me, I do it once every 6 months.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it gives me time. But if I end up wiping it off because I'm handling it, and I'm one of those, I have to physically touch my figures. I can't do the rubber gloves. I can't do the white gloves. I like to have my figures. Granted, there's oils and acids that's inside your fingertips when you touch and stuff. I know this, but here's the thing. Nothing lasts forever. Everything has an expiration date. You can protect something long enough until time touches it, because you're not going to be there to protect it 24/7. Once you're gone, it's going to be gone too. unless someone else is taking care of it as well. But even then, you're still talking about time.
And I could be talking ahead of myself. I got a feeling that if I had a Venom figure, I'd probably apply something to it. I probably would. Because it costs money.
It costs money, but you love it.
Yeah.
The magnetic head, sublime. The interchangeable parts, beautiful. It's one of those figures that, since he has ratchet joints and stiff ball joints, once you plant him and balance him perfectly, and he's planted and centered in gravity, no matter what kind of budging or little rattles or whatever, you can have earthquakes as long as it's not jumping on the table versus it going side to side on the table. It's not going to fall. It's well balanced. As long as you know how to balance your figure, it's a well balanced figure. And I'm telling you right now, Mike, if you get it, you're gonna love it.
Well, I wouldn't get it anyway because I'm not a fan of just visually how it looks. Although when I was reading and collecting comics, literally when I was phasing out of comic books, I was still reading when Venom. When Spider-Man, because it was a big rage, we were all like, Spider-Man's got a black outfit. What? What's going on? And then the whole Venom thing started. But I was phasing out. So I know of Venom, but I don't have an attachment to him like you guys do because you have a long history with him. I could care less about the guy. But,
generational.
But no, it's not generational because once again, Venom came into my life when I was younger. There's a lot of things that really aren't so much generational because they're things that I've grown to have a great deal of respect for later on in life than I did when I was younger. But it's really just simply, well, I had a question that I wanted to ask you guys. Queen had the silhouettes of the things that they were getting ready to announce as being. Do you know? Could you quickly find out what the different characters that they had in silhouette that they're announcing that they were going to produce?
One was Matrix, the new Matrix, Keanu Reeves. One was Gandalf.
Dune,
one was
Legolas.
Paul Atreides.
Legolas.
There you go.
Legolas.
There you go. Queen Studio. I think Queen Studios should drop Paul Atreides next. I'll tell you why. Dune is still okay. First of all, this would be the perfect time to drop it, even before last night. But now that Dune has won 6 Academy Awards, Dune. The problem with Hot Toys or some of these other places that they don't jump on, they don't capitalize when it's hot. You guys have talked about this, right?
Oh, this is fact.
If Queen Studios really wanted to throw it, drop a Paul Atreides before May. Or drop a Paul Atreides as soon as possible.
But we've seen a Paul Atreides. We've seen one drop something a little bit more exciting, like a Leto or a Duncan. And that would freaking
Toys.
Okay.
You got him hooked.
If you want to, it doesn't. The point I'm making is do something from Dune. Even if it's do Dune, it's fresh and it's hot right now, man. And if they're already talking, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of those things that they got all lined up aren't already done. We don't know how far along they've gone.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
And to be able to put those
that would have been a good question to ask him. Is like, how much do you guys already have worked on?
I gotta feel more than you think.
If they were to drop a Paul Atreides now, that would take a lot of wind out of Og Toys sales right now. They're the ones dropping the.
Out of all of those things in the silhouette,
they got him and a gurney.
Yep.
Man.
Yep. That would
before anything.
Yeah.
I would drop that. Even before Black Crusader. I would drop a Dune.
should do
Or
it.
well, I'll reverse that.
No,
Black Chrysanthemum or Cod Bane, because I know how
Oh
much
yeah.
I know how much the scale world just love
Green
their
bit of
Star
Cad
Wars.
Bane.
Love their
No,
Star
they
Wars.
don't have Marvel right now though.
No, they don't have Star Wars either.
nope.
Nothing Disney.
There you go.
That's because whatchamacallit, the licensing that they have, it's very locked, right?
It's for their country as well, the China.
Yeah, exactly. It's I forgot what they call it. Region locked. There you go.
Yeah.
It's region locked. Hot Toys is not region locked.
But here's another reason why they should drop it. Is because now you guys are talking about it's a bigger world of collectors now. A lot of new collectors are in. So you want to drop something that's still fresh. Like, okay, let's say they dropped a Legolas. Great, but there's a lot of people into collecting that probably aren't very much into Lord of the Rings. If you're going to get everybody and you got new collectors in, give them something that everybody's going to be able to relate to in real time. And right now, Dune is that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know that if they dropped a really good Legolas, like that perfect Legolas.
Yeah, but
pretty
once again, why aren't you capitalizing on a fresh event?
Right.
You can't let that. You can't.
Here's the thing. When it comes to Hot Toys or any other company that's dropping anything, first and foremost, it's likeness rights that they have to go through, go through the checks and balances with that through their contracts, lawyers, and so on and so forth, right? That could take months to year, right? Then there's production, right? So each factory has to do a piece before it goes to home base where it gets assembled, right? So one place is doing sculpt, which is home base, right? But you need the armor pieces to go over here. You need the body from here. You need the hands and feet and everything else, the boots, the gloves from here. You need the weaponry, if there's any weaponry, to come over here. And once everything has came, you still have to have paint jobs on it. That's an assembly line. These are actual people. This is not a machine that's doing it. Then you have the boxing process, right, on top of the shipper process before it even gets to anyone else's hands for shipping. So you're talking about production time that takes time. Specifically, we're still in the midst of a worldwide event and events that are happening on that side of the world. Right? So everything else takes time. It's just going to take a lot longer, and it takes even longer to capitalize on something that wasn't technically hot. It was hot in the Oscars, but look at the numbers in the box office. That's the numbers you need to look at. It's not so much of the Oscars. The Oscars, it's a bunch of guys giving awards to each other. That's like if Six Scale Community did their thing, like, oh yeah, S Bean gets the award for the best gambit pose ever, da 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 da. You get what I'm saying? It's just a bunch of people polishing each other's shoes, right? And
but that's a personal opinion. If you want to look at just the mass audience, people pay. I mean, it's in the newspaper. People or on their phones, they're going to see it. Even if they don't care about it, they're going to know. Once again, how it plays out is how it plays out. That's how I would do it.
Well, they capitalized on Spider-Man when Spider-Man was hot.
That's what I'm saying. Just capitalize. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but here's the thing: Spider-Man sells. Doom may not.
May not. We don't know.
May not. And here's why: a lot of people are familiar with the original Doom. A lot of people are not so keen to this movie. I ain't gonna lie. I had to see the movie twice because I fell asleep.
Oh no. Local Lou. And you're talking about somebody who was alive when the first one came out and went to see it, when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
This version of Dune is, by comparison to the old Dune, this version of Dune is a huge, monumental success.
Yeah.
There's no reason why this film should have done this well, because it's such a monumental feat to produce. Don't underestimate it.
I'm not underestimating
because a lot of people love this movie that didn't like it. As a matter of fact, I was surprised at how many more people liked it than didn't. And I was even more surprised that people that I know that could never really tolerate a movie like this, they liked it and they understood it. So I think you're underestimating that movie, and we'll see. We'll see.
Look at the numbers. Look at the box office numbers.
Anyway, gentlemen, we've 20 minutes past 2 hours stream so far.
Ooh.
And we need to. My kids are getting anxious.
We
need to rate the Spider-Man.
SBeam, you need to tell me to shut up sometimes. You say, hey, Michael, or just move us on. Move us along. You know how
I can play that. I'll play that one clip again.
I won't be mad.
Well, SBeam is a very smart guy, and he's a very talented guy. He's not wrong. I mean, he's not wrong.
Oh, boy.
All right.
See, that's the kind of thing you should do. Just pop that up when we're going too long and slow us down.
I could do this one. They were doing the freaking. They were doing a riff on the.
Oh, that was so fun.
Anyway, I'll bring it up. Here we are. Let's see.
This is gonna be a tough one for me because there's some things I
want this one.
Here we go.
All right.
Well,
Here we go. We have the Japanese Spider-Man. I'm gonna have to help me out with his name again, Loco.
That's the Tokusatsu Spider-Man.
Thank you. The 77 Spider-Man, the TV show, the 90s cartoon Spider-Man, Toby Spider-Man, Andrew Spider-Man, Tom Holland, and then we also have Into the Spider-Verse Miles. I felt like these were the best representations of live action-ish Superman. We did Superman last week. Spider-Man. And these were the 7 we were going to go with. Local Lou helped me out, decide which ones we should go with. And here they are.
I think we should start with Miles.
Start with Miles? All right, yeah, we can do that.
Let's see.
Anyone feel free to chime in where they want to put them.
Number 2 for me.
So quiet.
Yeah, I'd say number 2. Yeah.
Number 3.
Number 5.
Ooh.
Being controversial.
Very controversial.
But remember, it's like chess and checkers. You can move. You know.
Big, you still there?
Wait, Big frozen?
Yeah, number 3.
Big Collector's not. He's there. He's deciding.
He's in the multiverse.
Sorry, bro. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Big.
3, you said?
3.
Yeah.
So the Big says, I like him like I build my armies by the threes. By the threes.
How about Japanese Spider-Man?
You want to go with Tokusatsu?
Yeah, that's 7.
So
7 for me.
You, Mike?
Yeah, 7.
He's 7 for me as well. I know nothing about him. That's the only
7.
reason why.
He is number 6 for me.
Yeah, I know nothing about him either.
7 for me as well.
Zilch.
Okay.
Number 1.
Really?
No, I'm joking.
He's six,
7. I'm joking.
6.
Number 1. All right.
Correct.
Now we're getting really huge on this one.
There's a reason
Hell
why
yeah.
he's not 7. And that's because I think this iteration, it's a lot cooler than the 70s one.
Hmm.
So the 70s
Okay.
one will be on number 7 for me.
Let's go that one instead. 'Cause I have a feeling he'll be there for
Generation.
No.
No. He's cooler. He's cooler because he comes with a Megazord, bro.
He does. He does come with a Megazord. I did see that in a lot of pictures.
Yeah, you're right.
And he has the coolest
Again-
Spider-Man power I've ever saw.
I know nothing about this Spider-Man either. So.
You talking about the 70s one?
Yep.
Yeah. Put him at number 4 for the meantime for me.
6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Same Blue.
Yep.
All right.
That
And it's solely because I know nothing about these two at all. But
yeah. Well,
they made a list of their live actions.
Oh, you never saw the 70s version?
I've not gotten around to that.
Oh, you gotta see him climbing walls, man.
oh my god.
You gotta see him climbing walls.
Well, climbing the wall is hilarious, but you know what's even more funny?
What was that?
The time where his spider sense didn't work and he got hit with the kendo stick on his leg. Oh man. But the Tokusatsu one is actually really funny if you look at it from a different standpoint. He has one superpower that none of the other Spider-Mans have. Every time you try to remove his mask, there's another mask underneath there.
That's funny.
That's pretty cool. The 90s cartoon Spider-Man.
Ooh.
Yeah, number 5.
Number 1 for me.
Five.
Move Miles to 6 and put him at 5 for me. Generation. No, just kidding.
Really?
just kidding.
Number 4.
Yeah. Without this animated Spider-Man, I wouldn't know anything about Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I've never missed an episode.
Nice.
Hmm.
All right. Now, Toby.
Oh, number 1. Numero uno. Thank you.
Peter. Wow.
Well, wait a minute. You don't have Tom Holland on here.
Yes, he
Yeah, I
does.
do. He's
Where's
right
he?
here.
Toby.
He's
Where
right
is
here.
Toby?
Oh, I don't know why it looked like.
Remember Toby.
Oh,
It's the
there.
red one.
Oh, there. Okay, I didn't know. I was looking for his actual face. I guess I didn't recognize him. Oh yeah, there's gonna be some moving around here. Oh boy, I forgot. There you go, SB. I was gonna say, come on. I knew you had it together. It was just a matter of time. I can't speak for the other guys.
I'll put him at number 4.
Number 3 for me.
2.
Come on, damn it. Said 3.
Interesting.
Are you at Blue?
4.
3. Yeah,
That's what I
3.
thought I heard.
Yeah.
That's what I thought I heard.
4. Shame on you. Shame on you, bro.
Now we will go Andrew.
1.
1.
2. Oh, wait a minute. Slow down. I don't think it's.
Yep, put him at number 1 for me as well, please.
Ooh,
Wow.
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll put him at 2 for me.
5.
Interesting.
And all that's left is Holland.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Somebody's got him.
Another reason why this animated Spider-Man is my favorite Spider-Man. He's been throughout his entire animated run without throwing a punch.
I wanna move. I want to move Tom Holland from 3rd. I want to move Tom Holland. All right, the 70s Spider-Man, move him to 3. And then the animated Spider-Man, move him to 4. Tom Holland 5. And really, he should be last, but the only reason why I don't make him last is because I've never heard of the guy in 7th place. Miles Morales, I don't know enough about him. At least I've seen 3 of Holland's movies, so I know enough about him to know he would be 7, but these 2 guys helped cancel him out, so he's number 5. There you go. But he is by far, to me, the weakest of all of the Spider-Man, even the animated ones. Just my opinion.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, I had to go with this animated Spider-Man. I got everything that I needed to know from Spider-Man through this. Plus we got the amazing crossovers. We had Secret Wars. We had Spider-Man and the X-Men. We had Spider-Man Fantastic Four, Spider-Man and Iron Man. You know, you had a lot going on with this animated series. And it was like our our Endgame and Infinity War all wrapped up in this one animated series. And he's won pretty much the majority of his fights without throwing up a single punch.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, this is really...
Miles Morales. That was just an awesome movie.
I've yet to see that movie.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, I don't know why, but my interest level in it is not there. But I know I'm going to wind up watching it. But I can't.
Really good story.
For some strange reason, I haven't been gravitated to. I don't know. It's crazy.
that's your homework for this weekend. Watch the movie.
It's one I really do need to watch. You know, just like I was talking about the Daredevil thing. It's something I do need to watch this Into the Spider-Verse.
This movie's hard to like pause. That's how good the movie is.
I agree with that.
Well, but see, as much as people say, I've actually heard people say it's the best Spider-Man movie ever, and that's, I mean, okay,
It's up there.
right.
It's up there because you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Spider-Men. One of them dies. You know, it's
that I know.
yeah, but you get all those Spider-Men, and it's a great story. Don't sleep on it, man. Like it's good. It has a place. there's a reason why everyone's anxious for this figure from Hot Toys to come out.
Oh yeah, I mean, bottom line, down the road, Miles Morales is going to take the mantle pretty much. That's the next step.
Oh no, he solidified as Spider-Man. Even in his video game, he solidified as a
Oh
Spider-Man.
no, I know that. I'm saying that he's going to be kind of the symbol of the franchise of Spider-Man coming down the road eventually. He'll be that new symbol for people because you got new generations coming in. And Miles Morales, as much as I don't know a lot about him, he's a lot of people like his iteration of it, and they're anticipating Hot Toys and stuff like that. So he's very wanted and very loved, which makes me think that it's all the more possible that he's going to be your face. Let's put it this way: Tom Holland is going to be the face for the next 10 years, I guess, because he's got a 3-movie deal.
Maybe
He had a 3 or was it 4?
It was 4. 3 actual movies and one appearance.
Right.
So
I mean, I don't. Depending upon what they do with Miles Morales, he might kind of overshadow any kind of real hallmark that Miles can reach. But to me, it would make sense to make him the next step to the Spider-Man franchise, especially since, like I said, you got a whole new generation that loves him. You got people that like Miles Morales more than they like the original Peter Parker, the original Spider-Man comic.
It's because it's cultural differences on top of the story, because you gotta watch it. I ain't gonna spoil it. You gotta watch it.
Yes,
it's that good. It's that good. This is a don't talk to me, wife. Don't talk to me, kids.
Let me absorb it.
Into the Spider-Verse. Like, I would put this on with my daughter. We watch it. She's like, "That's Spider-Man. All the Spider-Man. Like, she's 4. She's learning to put sentences together. And she's like, "I like the Spider Girl. Can you buy me her?" I'm like, "Yes, I could get you her." She ain't getting the Hot Toys version. She's gonna get a plushie. But dude, if anything, she's a Turtle fan, like her daddy.
Everybody good with where they are? Nobody wants to move anything?
I'm fine. I'm perfect.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Big, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, it's funny. It's kind of similar from end to end. That middle area is just it's a goulash.
It is. Yeah.
It's a goulash. Fascinating. Once again.
Yeah. Well, I like that Toby was number 1 because he was the first live action Spider-Man, and I appreciated his performance as Spider-Man very much. He brought it to life. Tom Holland, again, he continued on with a great iteration of Spider-Man in my eyes. There were a couple things that I didn't care for. That's why he's not number 1 story-wise, but other than that, I think he's really good Spider-Man. Miles Morales Into the Spider-Verse was freaking dude, is like freaking almost tearjerker moments in that movie, and it was freaking amazing. One of the best Spider-Man movies I've ever seen. 90s cartoon, my introduction to Spider-Man. That's why he's number 4, because he's pretty damn awesome. And then Garfield, he's not higher on the lists because I didn't care for the writing of those movies. While he played Spider-Man greatly, his movies lacked from good writing. And then again, the last 2 were just I have no idea who they were. I haven't watched them at all. So.
Yeah, I'm with you on Andy. Except I rated him higher because I'm not going by necessarily the strength of the movie, but how the character was personified. And gotta admit, man, a lot of people are down on those Spider-Man movies. And yeah, they weren't the best written ones, but I was surprised at how much I liked Andy Garfield's Peter Parker.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I really like this guy. What's going on here? And so it was really nice to see him in in the No Way Home. You know, his role in it was great. But
For
yeah.
sure.
Ooh, you know what we should have done?
Hmm.
Spider-Man movies.
Spider-Man movies.
Movies.
Oh, ranking them
That's
on the
7
overall
right
movies.
there. You got 3 from Toby, 3 from Holland,
That's 7.
2 from
No, it's 8.
Andrew.
8.
That's too
It's
many.
true. I was thinking about ranking Phase 1 next week.
Ooh,
Nice.
that's tight. I like that idea.
Yeah.
Ranking Phase 1.
Marvel.
Marvel
They're
Phase
Marvel
1.
movies. Mhm.
All
Oh,
the Phase 1 films.
let's do that. Oh man,
Ranking
yeah.
all the Phase 1 movies.
Yes. Have I seen them all? What am I think the only Marvel movie I haven't seen is Into the Spider-Verse is not Marvel. That's Sony, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm caught up. I think I've seen all of the Marvels. Yeah. Well, there's 28, right? No. There's 28 altogether that's been done. But how many in the first phase? It must have been-
There's like 6.
Okay.
6.
Yeah, counting Avengers. Yeah, the
Mhm.
Thor, Captain America, Iron Man.
Oh.
Well, 2 Iron Man movies: Thor,
The 2
Captain
Iron Man
America,
movies.
and then
Oh,
Avengers.
that's gonna be. That's gonna be a good one.
Mhm.
Oh, that's gonna be a good one.
But you kind of gotta throw in the Hulk in there because
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
Yep.
Hulk as well. Yep.
and whatnot.
That was part of Phase 1. So
Yep.
Which ones? Eric Bana's or
Edward
No,
Norton.
not Eric
No,
Bana. No.
Edward Norton's. Yep.
which is another underappreciated movie. I loved Edward Norton's
That's
Bana.
my homework for the weekend. I got to go watch it again because I've only watched it once.
His Bana was. Oh, I really wanted to see a second movie. When I saw he wasn't coming back for the second, I'm like, oh, come on! I liked his Bana a lot. I was surprised. Eric Bana did a good job too, but I thought the other what's his name was much better. I really enjoyed him. Yeah, because that was which one was he? Which one was he fighting Abomination in one of them?
So that was that wasn't David Bana. That what's his name? Eric Bana. It was
Norton's.
Norton's.
The Abomination.
Was who?
Norton. Edward Norton's
Was it
fight.
Norton? Yeah, I couldn't remember which one. Yeah.
Yeah, because the other one he fought
His dad.
his dad.
Oh yeah.
Absorbing Man,
Yeah.
which was a weird take on Absorbing Man, but I kind of liked it.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of liked the
It's
game,
interesting.
like cosmic feel almost. You know what I mean? Like what they did. I think that iteration of Hulk was ahead of its time, and it would fit. It would have fit perfectly around the time of the Immortal Hulk, because that whole gamma research and all that other stuff leading to Absorbing Man being the way he is kind of falls into that whole horror style Immortal Hulk storytelling.
Okay,
Anybody else want to take a moment and explain the selections?
I mean, I didn't go through each one individually, but it's basically my pattern speaks for it.
Big.
I guess I'll start. So I picked Andrew as my first Spider-Man because obviously that's what I grew up with, and he basically was I was introduced to him during that time, and also if I can get what I like to go by too is when watching superhero movies, if I can get like a costume that I really like, and then someone can also play that character really good, then
Uh-oh. The collector got a call from Dr. Strange.
Yeah. It wasn't me from the TVA. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah. Well, Big Collector's in the multiverse. It had to be Doctor Strange. But you see him grabbed his ear like,
Yeah.
yeah, he was getting or it could have been Professor X.
Nick Fury, I'm on my way.
Nah, I think that
Professor
was
X
Falcon.
telepathy. It was almost like telepathy was in his. Professor X might have called him.
Nah. It was the Falcon. He said, "Big Collector on your left." I'll go.
Yeah.
All right. So the reason why I chose animated as my first is because we had a lot of storytelling with this iteration, and if it wasn't really for this iteration that being so popular, we wasn't going to get a Spider-Man film. You know, and this like paved the way. It's like, okay, people are watching. They can't wait for the next episode. They even had to do a spin-off called the Ultimate Spider-Man, right? Unlimited, Spider-Man Unlimited. And you know, it just had the best of everything. And it gave me a superhero that I could enjoy and love and still love to this day. And I could go back to it, watch an episode, and be like, "This man, it's so cheesy, it's so good. You just gotta love it." And then Miles Morales movie, Spider-Man, Afro Latino, being a Puerto Rican, I have to. I'm picking this guy because I could relate to him. You know, being a person that was always around family, always being told, you gotta take your responsibilities, to heart. Family comes first. Do your studies, all that other stuff, and still deal with life, but deal with superhero stuff. And me being a big brother, it's always felt like a superhero's job. I had to watch her, make sure everything's good, on my sister's end. But great film, great story arc with this character, and he is his own Spider-Man and deserves a slot, period. Toby, first live action Spider-Man, and still one of the best Spider-Man ever. Tom Holland gives me a better balance between Spider-Man and Peter Parker, and that's why I enjoy watching him the most out of the films between what I've seen, but I still enjoy Toby. But Andrew has a better Spider-Man, but his Peter Parker it needed some work. I didn't really like his Peter Parker. He was trying too hard, but his Spider-Man was on point. I love the acrobatics, love the idea of making his suit, love his quips. The villain was good too. Being that we got Green Goblin and the Lizard, Electro. We got two characters that we haven't seen before on screen. Green Goblin we already seen to high hell, but still good. Now Tokusatsu had to pick him and not put him last because he is the only one with the Megazord, bro. He's over here fighting kaiju. Okay, none of these other Spider-Man are fighting kaiju. All right, and plus, he has that freaking sinister look. Like he squinted eye all day. The 70s one, the reason why he's dead last because that one scene where his spider sense was not working and he just got hit with a kendo stick and tried to continue fighting like we didn't see what just happened. Okay, so that's why he's last.
Yeah.
Speaking of kaiju, that would be kind of cool to have, one of the Spider-Man, Toby or whoever, go up against. Because what's the movie? The Monster in New York. That was done a few years ago, where it was done like it was a group of kids and they had a GoPro camera and they were out partying and this monster came into the New York. What was the name of the movie?
Cloverfield?
Cloverfield. How about a mashup of Cloverfield and Spider-Man, and it would be a takeoff of the Japanese Spider-Man, have Spider-Man go up against that monster. That would be
Man, that kaiju will win all the way. That kaiju is so big, it's a planetary threat. Okay, it's like it's not a single.
No. I'm talking about have like one of the Spider-Men go up against that actual one, not the Japanese kaiju.
Oh my
Making
God.
an American version and do a mashup where he goes up against the actual kaiju in that movie. I think it would be kind of cool. It'd just be a takeoff of the Japanese version. Yeah, and they'd just use, it'd be interesting.
What happened to Big?
They collect the
Big, where'd you go?
Oh, Big, he's gone again. I guess when you have to be in like 9 or 10 universes at the same time, it's got to take a lot out of you.
I hope one of my guys at the TVA didn't try to prune him.
That could be. He could be running from a pruner. That could be it.
Blue, go ahead.
Yeah, the 6 and 7 didn't really have any exposure to them, I guess. Cartoon.
Excuse me.
Cartoon was cool. That was probably the first exposure to Spider-Man, and then Tobey Maguire was the first live action that I saw. And he had 3 awesome movies. Well, 2 awesome movies. The third one was good. And then Tom Holland's trilogy. This was awesome. I didn't mind the whole Tony Stark stuff. I mean, it wasn't really Spider-Man, but I enjoyed their interactions. I'm glad that he's back to basics now. But as a whole, the 3 movies, I mean, the Vulture, Mysterio, and then
It was No Way Home that kind of sealed it for me. Anyways.
Yeah, it was just an overall great movie. And then Doctor Strange. I mean, how could you go wrong with Doctor Strange?
You can't.
Yeah, unless you give him a bad freaking wig, which irritates the crap out of me. And then Miles Morales into this Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse. That was such a surprise hit. I didn't see it in theaters. I was like, I'll wait, and then I saw it. And I'm like, Jesus, why the hell did I wait? I mean, it was amazing. Like, it was a great story. Like he said. I mean, real tearjerker moments, man. And then I'll tell you that some celebrity deaths hit you. It hit me like Stan Lee died. That sucked. And then it took me a while to see Spider-Verse, and then he showed up, and then that brought me to tears because it was Stan Lee after he died, and then the movie that followed that was just amazing. Beautiful story. I mean, Miles is great, and then of course Andrew Garfield. He's a great Spider-Man. His Peter Parker is a little unorthodox, but overall he was awesome. Like, I loved the Spider-Man. Should have got a third movie. Hopefully written better. But yeah, I really liked this first movie. The second one was too jumbled together. They tried to push in too many freaking Sinister Six bullshit. And they screwed it up like they did
Spider-Man 3.
Spider-Man 3. They're like, ooh, let's expand the universe. Shove that all crap in there. Doesn't work out for them. They just try to interfere way too much. And they should have just let Mark Webb do what he did with the first one.
It was all Avi's fault, man. It's Avi's fault.
Yeah.
Always blame Avi.
Well, so I think I might try and get a. I might try and get a chance before the next stream to watch Into the Spider Verse.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm going to give that a shot. I'm going to try and get to it.
Yeah,
Good
for
deal.
sure.
Yeah, because man, it's a good movie. I don't want to build it up and then have it crash on you, but like
Well, that's okay. Over the past 3 years or so since it was released, that I've heard enough about it. You're not saying anything pro.
He's
or
Big's
con.
number 3 too. All right, Big, you there?
What was that again?
Yeah, I'm
You
here.
can go ahead. All right, you can go ahead and finish
All right.
where you left off.
Well, continuing with it. Yeah.
Oh my God! I'm
So,
sorry. Did I cut you off?
No, you good.
Oh no, no, my ear pod died, so
Oh, that's right. You just.
go replace a new one. Yeah. So like I was saying, I like Andrew Garfield because I grew up with him, and also if I can get like a suit design I really like and an actor that I think can play that character good, then it's basically a wrap for me. And I love the Amazing Spider-Man suit design. The suit design, the first one, I absolutely love that one. Now the second one it was more kind of towards the classic, but the first one it was just amazing. And I love that this Peter Parker was actually, I think he was the most mature, and he wasn't as nerdy as I would think he would be, but he was definitely the most mature one out of the whole bunch. And Toby's Spider Man, well, I put him in second because he's not my favorite one, but he does play a good Peter Parker. He's very nerdy when he has to be and wants to be, and his suit is amazing too. I loved his suit. And then we also got different villains throughout, and his story was really good. So I loved Toby's. And then the third one was I put him at third for Miles Morales because also um this is kind of like the first introduction to Miles Morales on the big screen that we've seen. So we kind of get in like a understanding of what Miles Morales is. And then we also had different other iterations of Spider-Man in there, that we saw and that we haven't seen in a while. So that's why I really liked it, and I really loved the emotions in this film. Like you guys said, it was tear jerking and all that. So that was really good. I love that. And then Holland, he wasn't my favorite, but he did play. He played a good Peter Parker and Spider Man. I know, but to me, he's sort of a little whiny when he comes to Spider Man, and every time like you see him webbing in the air fighting somebody, he's always screaming out something, which is kind of funny. Like if you saw in the No Way Home, he's like, "Sorry, ma'am." He's always making that kind of
Yeah.
high pitched voice, which is funny. But I did like the relationship between Tony Stark and Spider Man. The bond. I really loved that. How he was like a father to him.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. It
And
was
then the number 5. I didn't really grow up with this Spider-Man a lot, but I did see quite a few, I guess, episodes and shows of this Spider-Man animated series, and it was pretty good. I did love it, and I guess the other two didn't really, actually, don't really know a whole lot about those two. Like the sixth one, I saw like little clips about it, and like you said, the climbing on the walls part, I did hear about that. That was funny though. I did see little clips about that. So yeah,
It's great.
I know what you guys are talking about when he climbing the walls. Yeah, that was funny. And then the seventh one, I didn't really know anything about that. So yeah, that's my summary.
Well,
We collected.
according to Lou, we need to check him out because he plays kaiju's. So
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he has a spaceship that's called Leo Pardon that has like a leopard head for a ship, and it transforms from a spaceship into a giant mech. And the mech has a web shield and a sword. And because the suit got so damaged between productions, they had to reuse the same cutting shot, kind of like when the Megazord does his power sword slash.
Yeah.
So every time he fights a kaiju, it's the same pose for the finisher. Extremely old-fashioned, low budget. That's what happens when you don't take care of your suits. When
Yeah.
studios shut down, they try to bring it back, and
Mm.
it's just horrible. But it's good. If you go back and you put Toku Spider-Man, he actually partnered up with their iteration of superheroes, which is Kamen Rider and Toku's what you call it, Super Sentai stuff. But it's more of the Kamen Rider. You see him with Mask Rider 1 a lot. So Japanese fans, they love Spider-Man, and having him in there, it's just like what we got in No Way Home, basically.
Well, big collector. If you want to stay my favorite 6 scale collector, just move Toby right back around to where Garfield is. Just switch those two, and I can care less about 3 back to 7. Yeah, 3 to 7. Who cares? Switch 1 and 2 around, man, and you will be A-okay.
I'm sorry, Toby couldn't be number 1 just because of those tears, man. He was such a wuss.
He was the best. The scene that I love that people hated was when he went overboard. He was walking down the street dancing and stuff.
Oh,
That is actually if you go back to the old Marvel when Stan Lee and Romita was doing it, that's something Peter Parker would have done. That would have happened in the comic books. The craziest stuff would happen to Peter Parker sometimes in the comic
I thought
books.
his was not when he was dancing when he had the symbiote, but more of the raindrops keep falling on my head. That's Peter. That's all the way Peter. But emo Spider-Man doing his little disco inferno thing, I'm like, that was improv and added on just so you know.
I thought it was. I said that is Peter, but Peter Parker would get into these ridiculous situations, And I thought that was, to me, that was apropos.
And I will guys think about the Mary Jane in this?
Yeah, he cried so much for Mary Jane.
Mary Jane. There really hasn't been any Mary Janes that I was all that crazy about. Mary Jane has just been kind of, sort of a fiduciary character in these movies. Mary Jane in the movies has not had nearly as much personality and pizzazz as in the comic books. They've really downplayed MJ in the movies terribly.
No, if everything, the animated series gives you more justice.
Yeah, I mean, the movie versions of Mary Jane's have not been very good, in my opinion.
Yeah, and here's the real thing. My Spider-Man, my number 1 Spider-Man, the animated one, he is the more tragic of them all because he never successfully rescued Mary Jane.
And Tobey Maguire would be higher on my list if, as good as his movies are, he in some spots he's just really wooden.
He's wooden.
Wooden? Tobey Maguire.
Yeah,
I'm done with you, Blue. There you go. Now that's acting.
Yeah.
You know where that picture was taken from? Right after Will Smith slapped him.
Yeah. When he's talking to
I got Big Collector good on that one. I got Big Collector about to fall on the floor.
Oh my God, I almost hit the floor.
Oh my God. Will Smith slaps everybody. Good Lord.
Ooh. Out of the
what was a good scene?
What?
Which one?
You can go, Loco.
No, go ahead, Big Collector. What you saying?
Oh. All right, so I don't the scene in Amazing Spider-Man, there's one part that just like catches the whole movie off guard. Is the part where the chief says 28 of New York's finest versus one guy in a unitard.
Unitard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh, what was
Crazy.
it? It was
Crazy.
Oh, which of the films represented the tragic loss the best? Was it Tom's with No Way Home? Was it Andrew with Ben? Or was it Tom? I mean, shoot, Toby.
When?
With who? Toby win.
Toby?
No, you said Garfield wins.
No. I'm saying which one of the tragic losses had the the best
impact.
emotional standpoint. And I'm talking about the early on because we're talking Uncle Ben and we're talking Aunt May.
Just those two.
Just those two, because the thing is this: I'm not counting Spider-Man 2 and
Well, I'd have to go Aunt May with Holland for me because it stuck.
Actually,
it hit me harder.
It didn't hit me. I wanted to be more emotionally invested than I wasn't.
Well, the other two are played off you. Well, you know this is going to happen anyway, so we're just going to do it.
That's probably why I wasn't that emotional because they're doing
with Aunt May
Ben thing with Aunt May, and I'm like, okay, that's fine, but it didn't have any impact. Mainly because I don't have it. I'm not invested in Holland's Spider-Man, so
makes sense. But honestly, the one that hit the most was Gwen.
To me, I would have to say that as well.
But out of those two, either Ben or Aunt May,
Gwen's death was a deliberate. That's the reason why I took that one out. It was like just talking about the family members, just the family members, because that's a loved one. That's someone. Yeah, man, I want to see you after class. And that. Oh man.
As far as impact, I mean, you didn't get as much. For me, I didn't get as much time with Uncle Ben than I did with Aunt May. For me, Aunt May was more tragic.
See, I think it's tough because the reason why I took out the Amazing Spider-Man 2 version is because if Gwen just would have stood where she was supposed to stay, if she stood away, she would be fine. Yeah. It was different with Aunt May's because it's basically it's like his mom. You know what I mean? It's the closest thing to mommy. And
your mic cut out big.
Big.
Oh no, I'm here. Yeah, I'm here.
What you were saying, Big? Because your mic cut off.
Hello? Oh, nothing. I wouldn't say nothing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that Aunt May getting hit with, that was just.
Yeah, that was a shock, man. That was like, holy crap! And then she's still walking around. I was like, whoa, dude.
I saw my wife's face, and she had her.
Yeah,
face.
I thought she was fine at first.
Yeah, it seemed like that for sure.
Yeah, it was like, oh god, good, they didn't kill her. Whew.
Yeah, it was,
man.
They
back in my mind, I'm thinking she just got hit with a metal blade, on a glider. Like, there's no way she survived that.
Yeah. Anyone who gets hit with a glider doesn't survive.
But that's when you talk about that emotional impact. I tell you, when I was a kid, sitting on the floor reading the latest issue of Spider-Man, when the Green Goblin is gutted by his glider. It was wow. It's like there's certain things it's been so many years, and I read so many comic books, so many hundreds of. I had 1,500 comic books was my last count, and there are pages to this day I can see in my head that just kind of stands out when you talk about scenes being impactful, and when Spider-Man dodges the glider and it kills Green Goblin. Wow, it was just like it was powerful.
Don't tell Harry.
Yep.
It was just powerful, and yeah, it's amazing how you can see something or pull something out of something that just is indelible. It stays with you for a lifetime.
Yeah, and what I also liked about the Toby the movies is that you see Harry. Harry is like majorly affected by that when his father dies, and he finds out Spider-Man's the one who killed him. So that really, I like that story with Harry, because that really
Yeah. Oh,
that's that
goodness.
urge. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, and James Franco had to screw up and get canceled because, man, if I loved his portrayal of Harry Osborn, and he was great. And there was that one scene where, he knows Peter Parker is Spider-Man, and I think I can't remember. They're at a play or something. And James DeFranco, he's sitting in his chair, and he looks over and he's looking at Spider-Man, and he's smiling like, "I'm gonna get you." It was just that look of that smile, the way he looked at him. It's like, "I'm gonna get you." I'm like, wow. I'm hurt because I would have loved James Franco to have been in No Way Home. It's
Would have been interesting.
Yeah.
He was. I really loved his role. He did a great job.
But all right, General, we've hit past that 3-hour mark. My kids are getting angry. But fantastic lists as usual.
Is it spring break?
It is spring break.
Oh, I was going to say because it's
They're
1:12.
supposed to be in bed by now. I'll be like, mm-mm.
That's why I thought it was spring break. Yeah, okay.
But yes, I'd like to thank you guys all for being on. I thank you all for sharing your thoughts on Spider-Man. I'd like to thank everyone who came in the chats. You're back. Did you leave?
I stepped away for a second.
Also, before
Okay, he's signing off.
Good.
All right, cool.
Good,
Thanks for having me.
before you go, I will be on a stream Thursday with 6-Go reviews.
Nice.
If you can
nice.
get everyone on, so I don't know.
Hell yeah.
Okay, cool. Do you know about what time?
I don't know yet. He's still kind of working that out. So.
Okay, 6-Go. And you said Thursday?
Yeah, Thursday.
It might get changed to Wednesday because I'm supposed to be on there with you as well.
Okay.
Nice. I was just about to ask, Loco, you got anything coming up?
Yeah, 6-Go reviews was scheduling me for 8 o'clock Thursday, but it might get pushed to Wednesday. So I don't know if they're doing one-on-ones or a multi-panel stream. Because if they're doing one-on-ones, then I'll be on Wednesday, and Big Collector will be on Thursday.
Gotcha.
But also Wednesday is Geeking Out. Always catch me there. And depending on what Nate Meister wants to do tomorrow morning, because I know everybody was talking about it this morning, and I know overtime's kicking his butt. So he may pull out a morning stream tomorrow for the Maul, Darth Maul.
Nice.
And also,
Should I say 6-Scale reviews?
Yes, 6-Scale reviews is for Wednesday or Thursday, depending on what happens. So it looks like it's going to be Wednesday.
Gotcha. Looks like he's got you Wednesday.
Yeah. And
El Profesoro.
And also Figure Flex Friday.
Hell yeah.
Forget about that. If you want to come through, I just I want to see that Ahsoka. You know what I mean? I see you post that Ahsoka, baby. Oh,
Hell yeah. Should be fun to be on. But yeah, I'm on spring break for myself as well. So I'm off until the 6th of April. So I'll be doing a lot more streaming, and at least for this week anyways, this upcoming week. I got my stuff tomorrow, and then Saturday, Big Collector and I are going to be doing that posing. We're probably going to get that posing video done. Probably go
Okay.
live and get Captain America posed up.
Any particular got a time roughly?
I was thinking around 11, so noon your time again.
Oh, wait a minute. I may be. Well, I don't know. It may be Saturday. If I don't DJ Saturday, I'll check you guys out. If I do, I'll probably be DJing while you guys are doing your posing.
Right.
But yeah, if I do it on Sunday, then I'll jump into the chat.
Right on. Lou, did you have any more? I didn't mean to cut you off.
Panels will be on my channel this week. I was supposed to do it last week, but got caught up with other streams, so wasn't able to pull that bad boy out. But yeah, panels should be on my stream later this week, and 2 reviews: the Fugitoid from NECA and Captain Nemo from Mezco.
Oh, awesome! Hell yeah!
Sounds good.
And as I was saying, tomorrow, painting this guy live.
Yes.
And then what else do we got? And then Saturday, the Positivity. That's what we're naming that show. Positivity.
Positivity.
And yeah, we'll be posing Captain America.
Yeah, I was going to ask. Okay.
Captain America March. I'll probably grab all the 3 of them that I have and just go
Which
multiverse
one
on
do you got? You got Endgame and what else? You got Endgame?
I have Endgame, Civil War. One, two.
Infinity War.
Oh, and Infinity War, but I don't.
What you got, Big?
I don't know where I put them.
Just Endgame cap right now.
Okay.
I'll just probably do Endgame and Civil War. That's probably all I'll do.
But so you both have the cap with the shield and Thor's hammer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But yeah, looking at a lot of fun. So a lot of shows this week for the channel, and yeah, thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for in the chat. Riley reviews. There was one other one. I think it was what's his name?
Raiden Z.
Raiden Z. Yep, and Loco Lou, of course. He was in the chat as well. Right. That'll do it for us.
And in closing, SB,
Hmm.
Keep my name out of your mouth.
But that'll do it for us. Stay safe, stay healthy, always be kind, and we will catch you on the next one.
Peace.